right. I believe we are on the air. Greetings, everyone, wherever you are, whenever you are, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight, hopefully, at some point, the Baltimore Orioles will be taking on the Chicago White Sox in the second game of a four-game series at Guaranteed Rate Field. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal Steve here, also known as the BirdWatcher, or BW for short, B-dubs if you're hip, whatever you want to call me. Welcome back. We are going to watch some baseball tonight, I hope. But here's the deal, folks. Red alert, red alert. In fact, we've got a lot of red alerts. Red alert number 1, Apple TV game tonight. Red alert number 2, rain delay. We're going to have one. And red alert number 3, not so good. The toughest red alert. Dean Kramer is on the DL. Dean Kramer is on the DL. Lots to go over. But, folks, first, let me just say hello to everybody coming in the chat right now. Fellow bird watchers, welcome back in. Good to have you back, as always. What are we at? Game number 49 tonight? What game is this? Yes, number 49. Unbelievable. Back for another night. Good to have you in. Maybe hit that like button on your way in, folks. Might as well. We're going to have a rain delay. Just hit that thumb right at the bottom of your screen as you get settled in. And, folks, if you are brand new to my channel, welcome in as well. I'm glad you found me. It's not too crazy that you're just finding me. I just started the channel up in time for this 2024 season. I'm doing play-by-play and commentary for every Orioles game all season long. 48 games in. Today, number 49. And that leaves, 112 to go? 113, something like that? Lots of baseball. And here's the deal. I live way over on the other side of the planet. As you can see, it's very sunny behind me right now. You're probably wondering, well, how's that the case? Well, I live way over here on the other side of the planet, and I know there's a lot of Oriole fans scattered all over the globe. And we need a place to come together on the internet to follow the Orioles together, particularly if you don't have a chance to watch them on the TV or listen to them on the radio. We got you covered right here. We're going to get you the play-by-play. We're going to give you all the stats and scores, all the stuff you need, including the Charm City chat, the best chat going in live sports streaming. I can tell you that right now. But, yeah, again, regarding the bad news here, John Means. Folks, just a few days ago, we were sitting around going, I wonder how a 6-man rotation would work. We've got 6 good starting arms. We need to figure out a way to get them all in there. Well, folks, right now we're looking at 4 starting pitchers because right after we just lost John Means, Dean Kramer is on the DL. 15-day DL retroactive to May 21st with a right tricep strain. Fingers crossed this is going to be the kind of injury that he'll miss just a couple of starts. The fact that they're already talking about a retroactive roster move makes me feel like they're already lining him up to rejoin the rotation, maybe a couple of starts down the road. We'll talk about how to fill the void here in a little bit. But, yeah, we've got what looks to be a rain delay and Apple TV combined. So I'm not even sure how I'm going to be able. It's already a bit of a chore trying to get this Apple TV game up when it's on Apple TV in time for first pitch. But now that I don't really have a way to monitor the game, this could make things really interesting. We're probably going to have to just follow along with Twitter for the time being. Oh, here we go. This just came up here in the past couple of minutes as soon as I came on the air. There you go. First pitch, 7:20 Central. So is that 8:20? So that's like, what are we talking about? About 45, 50 minutes from now? Oh, boy. All right. Well, so it's 7:37. So it was at 23 plus 20, 43 minutes. 43 minutes to kill. Janet's already got her Apple TV up. All right. Well, I guess I'll be chilling out, sipping on some coffee. I took a look at the weather here in the greater Chicago area. And, of course, Chicago itself looks like they're currently dry, but you can see the threat of rain that's around. I guess they're just worried about this little section coming over right now, right here. But it just looks like a tiny sliver of it. Well, maybe it's starting to build up. I don't know. I'm not a weatherman. And even people who are accurate about what, 52% of the time? Okay. Well, let's talk about what the Orioles need to do, because I'm going to bring up their schedule. And you'll notice that our rotation at the moment looks like this, according to the probable pitchers setup, which is tonight we've got Corbin Burnes. On Sunday, Kyle Bradish. Monday, Cole Irvin. Tuesday, Grayson Rodriguez. The fifth spot is the spot that's open tomorrow. Now, the Orioles have a couple of options, and I can see arguments made for both. Option one would be to turn to Albert Suarez. The deal with that is Suarez pitched on Wednesday. It's kind of a quick turnaround. Now, he only pitched, in a relief appearance. It wasn't a long appearance. And based on the fact that Albert Suarez has basically been willing to do whatever the Orioles have asked him to do in terms of, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you start? Can you relieve? Can you go long? Can you go short? Whatever. So maybe they'll turn to Albert and go, can you pitch tomorrow? Maybe he can. I don't know. But what I would do here, option two, is to make a roster move. Possibly just for one game or one start. We've got Cade Povich sitting down there in AAA, and he is also scheduled to start tomorrow for Norfolk. Now, if we were to pluck an arm, a young arm, out of the Orioles farm for a spot start and a chance to maybe, prove something in that spot start, Cade Povich would be the guy I would want to give a crack at. And a team like the White Sox would be the kind of team that I feel like this would be an opportune time to do it. And what that would allow is, depending on the results, two things. Cade Povich pitches well. All right. We keep him up and we throw him out there 5 days later and hope for the best. See what he does. If he doesn't, you bring Suarez in to relieve him right there in the game tomorrow, and then that'll set up Suarez to be on his rotation day for the next start. I just feel we owe Albert Suarez a chance to sort of get into the groove of a starter rather than sort of just basically say, hey, I know he pitched a couple of days ago, but can you go ahead and start tomorrow? I just feel like it's okay. We give a shot. We give a shot to. I want Suarez starting for Kramer. By the way, folks, if it's just one name versus the other, I'd rather have Albert Suarez. I'd rather have what I know versus what I don't know. I know what Albert Suarez is as a starting pitcher, and I don't mind turning back to him. I have no idea what to expect from Cade Povich, and that's a little scary. But given the situation, again, look, Means is going to be out for who knows how long. It might be a very long time. And then with Kramer, who knows? So I would rather, if Suarez is going to get back into the rotation, I'd rather give him a chance to kind of, get prepared to rejoin the rotation because it might be for more than just a start. And I just feel like he deserves the opportunity to sort of get set up properly to rejoin the rotation rather than put him back in there tomorrow on short rest and sort of lack of preparation situation. But we'll see. Again, if they ask Albert to do it, I know he'll say yes. That's what I know about Albert Suarez. All right. Let's see what's going on. Indy 500 might be moved also. So what are we talking about? Rain all weekend in the Midwest? Yeah, especially since it's the White Sox. That was my thinking, Chilo. It was like, again, don't know what to expect from Povich. Obviously, none of our arms in our starting pitching arms in our farm system are dazzling. If they were, we'd be hearing about it, and we would be having some chatter about, well, maybe we should turn to this guy or that guy and see what he can do in a start in the big. So, yeah, Povich hasn't exactly been lights out in AAA. But, yeah, I just feel like as a one-off start, it's worth using an option. Bring him up, give him a start, option him back down if it don't work out, and set up for Suarez going forward. But, folks, if Suarez winds up starting tomorrow, I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to sort of sit there and go, wow, they really are making Albert Suarez just, he's a special kind of pitcher. What do you need from him? When do you need it from him? He's going to be there for you. All right, I'm going to try to bring up the Apple TV game, just see if there's any sort of link up right now. But, of course, first pitch apparently now still 35 minutes away. Once again, a rain delay. Unbelievable. Hey, you know what? I just might have this game up. Wouldn't you know it? Apple TV's not going to give me any problems on a night where the rain gives me problems. Typical. All right, well, I got coffee. I know that much. I got coffee. All right. Is this it? Okay. Looks like this is going to be it. I'll just put that on mute. Okay. Let me go through everything else going on in chat right now. Several comments already in. Matt, we are bird levers. Or bird levers. Or birdle. I think it's bird levers. We'll go with that. This is Orioles time. Feel the BirdWatcher magic. You know what? Actually, before I even go through the comments, folks, I don't know how many people are here right now. I wanted to actually save this for later in the stream because the more people here, the better, so that I tell as many people as I can. But since we're in a rain delay and I also don't want to forget about it later, I know this is going to sound cringe, guys. I know it's going to sound cringe. But I did go back and listen to yesterday's ball game later on yesterday for me while I was winding down, playing some video games. And while there were some great moments in the ball game, particularly having NYY Underground show up in chat. If you're not familiar with NYY Underground, he's the #1 sports streamer on YouTube covering Yankee games. And he's got pretty much the biggest channel for any of these baseball streams on YouTube. Over 26,000 subscribers now. He's been doing it for a few years. So it was nice for him to come by, say hello, tip his cap, acknowledge that the BirdWatcher channel is here. And we're throwing our hat in the ring, growing our own community here as well. Hopefully, maybe we can do a little bit of a collab or something down the road. I know we're two teams from bitter rivals, but, you like to have a little professional. First of all, I check out New York or NYY Underground because, folks, it's always good to study your opponent. Study your enemy. Know your enemy. That's something Zach De La Rocha taught me 30-something years ago. Know your enemy. So, yeah. I check out Pete's stuff over there on his channel, and you guys should check it out, too. NYY Underground. Right. Is this... Am I staring at a screen that's... I can't... With this Apple TV, I can't tell if they've got me, like, on a holding pattern. See, now it's... All right, so I can't rely on this. All right. When we get within 5 minutes of, I guess, a quarter after 8, I'll start, maybe 10 after, I'll start trying to get these games up. All right, back to what we're looking at here. But, yeah, I wanted to, I didn't even get to what I was trying to say. Listen, yesterday's stream, some great moments, but listen, I also had a really lousy attitude yesterday. And I want to apologize for that. I wasn't really proud of sort of my behavior through a lot of the stream yesterday. I came off really cranky, really just short-tempered and just moody. And I'm not happy about it. That's not the sort of mood I'm trying to project on this channel. I'm like everybody else. I've got my range of emotions and moods, but, when it comes to doing this channel, I need to be a little more even-keeled and sort of be the voice of reason rather than get stuck in the weeds, getting cranky about stuff. I really do feel bad about it, and I'm going to make a concerted effort to improve on that. But it's a long season. Maybe it was the 3-game losing streak. I don't know. Maybe all the rain delays, the umpiring. I don't know. I could sit there and give excuses, but bottom line, it's on me. And again, I fully accept that I think I was a cantankerous old fart, I guess. And I'm going to work on that. Plain Denial says, I thought I was late to the party. Turns out baseball was late to their regularly scheduled broadcast. Yep, it's the week of rain. We're on the road, but apparently the splash zone is following us from town to town. Back to Subnorma. Hey, how you doing there, Book Doc? There's Cantankerous. How you doing, buddy? Card Crazed here as well. Isaac, welcome back. We definitely got some magic last night. Looking for it to continue tonight. Let's hope so. Corbin Burnes is on the mound. I'm really hoping we get another stellar ace, Cy Young candidate type of outing from him. And we can maybe win this one without too much drama. That would be great. Matt here again. There's me reporting on the rain delay. They should move Tarpgate. I think this one might... I don't think the White Sox at, what are they, 15-36? I don't think they're worried about trying to get a one-up on us. Do you use a Thai brand of Lucky or an American brand of Lucky? Are there differences? There are differences. There aren't really too many Thai brands of cigarettes. I smoke a South Korean brand called Mevius, Mevius. I like them. Nice taste. Hey there, Janet. Isaac once again. How you doing? Christina's in the house. Daniel's saying hello. Happy Friday, everybody. Everybody working for the weekend. Chilo says, hey, BW, we lost another starter to injury. Do you think Kate Povich will be called up or Suarez and Irving will be? Yeah, I think I got you covered on that, Chilo. Again, Bradish, Irvin, Grayson, Burnes, they're already sort of locked into their spots in the rotation right now. That fifth spot is tomorrow, and then 5 days after that, next Friday? 5 games after that, I should say. There's an off day in there on the Thursday. By the way, that off day, that Thursday off day, the final off day until July. So if you got stuff to do, go out there and get it done. Hello there, SCTV. How you doing? John, almost missed your name there. Go New York Yankees and Baltimore too. I'm not quite sure how we can make both happen and make fans of both teams happy. But, yeah, they're probably both getting to the playoffs. Hey there, Kurt from Boise checking in. Good to have you, Kurt. Mateo Santander and Mountie. Yeah, coming through big yesterday. 4-hit game for Mountie last night. What kind of coffee? It's coffee out here. You only got two choices, really. You can get like really good coffee that, from espresso beans, run through a nice machine, get that really nice quality coffee, or you do the powdered coffee with hot water mix, which is pretty much what I do in the mornings if I'm not going out. Yeah, you don't really find regular sort of instant coffee with the little instant coffee makers. They're not around here. I like Cole. I'd give Povich a chance. Rob's here. How you doing, Rob? Rob's watching They Live right now. All right. Are you in the middle of the fight scene between Rowdy Piper and what's his name? Keith David? It's like the longest fight scene in the history of motion pictures. They Live is a classic. 80% chance of rain today. Oh, boy. Well, 95% chance I'm annoyed by all this rain. Has anyone watched the Padres this season? Could they stop the Yankees? How do you mean stop? Oh, I mean they're playing each other this weekend. The Padres are definitely a team that can give the Yankees trouble. The Padres have a winning record against teams with winning records. To me, that's the ultimate measure of how good of a team you are in the early couple of months of the season when you haven't really had a chance to play everybody and some of these schedules aren't really balanced out. But yeah, hopefully the Padres can, for sure take one game this weekend, hopefully two. I'll be rooting for them. This guy is an A-plus streamer. Hey there, that pup chase. You can call me BW. You don't have to talk to me like I'm not here. I'm right here, buddy. Ryan, how you doing? Rain, go away, come again another day. All the world is waiting for the sun. That's right. Well, I guess it's time to kill some time, folks. Because I have now read through. Hey there, Shantae. How are you tonight? 25 minutes, it would appear, until start time. Let's see what's going on. Let's go on over to the Norfolk. Let's head on over to their stats. I want to take a look at Povich's stats so far this season. Just to see. Again, folks, I'm not sitting here going, Chris Povich is definitely going to start tomorrow. I really have no idea. It's just me looking at the situation and saying this makes sense. But I also can see why they wouldn't do it. So, again, grain of salt and all of that. We got, give me some stats. All right, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Norfolk Tide stats. All right. Buoy. A buoy, buoy. Oh, no. All right, here we go. Povich. Well, the record, folks, why not? 5-1 record, 2.08 ERA. All right. The whip, healthy as well, a $1.05. Compared to our other starters, folks, Cade Povich, heads and tails above the competition. 11 earned runs in 47 and 2/3 innings. Just 33 hits in this 47 innings. 17 walks. That's not super duper, but not bad either. And 65 Ks in those 47 innings. Folks, opponents hitting under 200. Call them up. Let's just see. Again, folks, those numbers aren't going to just directly translate to the majors, obviously. If they did, we would have called him up sooner than now. But, yeah, he's had 9 starts down there. He's due to start tomorrow. He's got the numbers to say, I mean, again, we're playing the White Sox. I say do it. Plus, it'll just give us a little something fresh. I mean, we're always sitting here constantly wondering, when's this position player going to get a shot? When's that position player going to get a shot? This might be the only shot we have to see one of our young pitchers, starting pitchers, come up and show us something. Again, he could come up, give up 5 runs and an inning and a third, and we can go, well, that did not work. But worst case scenario, we find that out, and we got Albert Suarez ready to go 5 days later. Apologize is a sign of weakness, according to John Wayne. Well, so is smoking 2 cartons of cigarettes a day, apparently. I'll tell you. What position is Jackson Holliday? In the fetal? He's such a young-looking kid. Oh, you mean in the field? Little joke there. Well, his natural position when drafted and starting his professional career, shortstop. As soon as the offseason came and Gunnar Henderson basically said coming into the spring, I'm the shortstop. Well, the organization said, well, Jackson, you're a second baseman now. Jackson got called up to play second base. I mean, he was anointed the starting second baseman upon his call-up. And if he was able to, transition to the bigs without any issues, that would have been his gig still today. But now we got to throw in one more variable into the equation, which is Holliday has been seeing some time in the outfield, particularly center field. And all I can think about with that is if the Orioles are looking longer term, with Jordan Westburg really establishing himself in on the infield, and then Kobe Mayo, once he's back healthy and somewhere down the line, you got to consider him to be a major part of the plans in the infield as well. And with guys like Mullins and Santander, their time with the club sort of up in the air in the future, they might be looking at Holliday as a guy to put in center field. But I'm sure a lot of people got varying opinions on that. I say just go ahead and give it a try. I mean, if he's apparently good at everything else and he needs to go down there and work on stuff, why not build his resume up more and make him more versatile and show us that he can play in the outfield, because that's just another tool in his arsenal. Alvin, how you doing? I was just trying to compare apologizing to be something of a man. I never mentioned no party. It was meant in general. If anyone wants to draw their political conclusion, is their problem and not mine be. All right. I feel like I just read a fortune cookie here. I'm a little confused, but okay. Got that one out there. Yes, Nick Vespi and Dylan Tate have been called up. Those are the 2 roster moves to replace the no surprise to be cut from the team, Adam Heasley, who came in and gave up those 4 runs in the 9th inning last night. Although I really don't blame him altogether. He should have been on the hook for 2 runs, the 2 batters that he allowed to begin the inning, because after that he should have been yanked. But, yeah, he's demoted. Dylan Tate comes back up. I honestly thought when Means went down that Tate was going to get the call then over Heasley, but they brought up Heasley, and I was like, all right, you must know something. But Tate is back now. And then with Vespi, Vespi's that guy on the bubble. I mean, this is the second time Vespi has been called up this week. And he's sort of getting that Ryan McKenna treatment from the pitching side. I don't think the Orioles have a whole lot vested in Vespi other than just a guy that can do what he's doing right now. Come in and fill up a spot in the roster, be an extra arm in the pen as we go through this transition right now, trying to get our rotation settled. So, yeah, Dylan Tate probably going to be up for a bit. If he can perform well, then he probably won't be going anywhere for a while. But with Vespi, this could be a one-game situation. Again, totally up in the air. If Vespi's still on this team tomorrow, that means I'm assuming Albert Suarez is going to start. Otherwise, somebody's going to have to make room for Povich. All right. By the way, Brian Baker still sitting firmly in AAA. Please stay there. Folks, of all the guys in the bullpen last year, especially in that Texas game, that really just about made me have my blood boil. Hey there, Lou. How you doing? Lou, we're in the middle of a rain delay, so you've caught me at my worst time. I mean, nothing happening. Folks, say hi to my best friend, Lou. Lou and I go way, way, way back to the mid-90s. That's right. Mid to late 90s. It's dry in D.C., of course. Now that we hit the road, it's dry back there. As soon as we come back next week, more rain in the mid-Atlantic. Why not? That's right, the olden times. Lou, is it safe to say that your pal Steve here is a legit Orioles fan? Would you say that's the case? Would you say I'm a bit of a baseball lover? Folks, fun fact, Lou and I, when we lived in D.C. at the same time, we used to meet up on the grounds of the Washington Capitol, the U.S. Capitol. Right there on the grounds, there's a lot of grass around the area. This is before everything was all, bunkered up. But yeah, more times than I can count. We'd grab our baseball mitts, grab a ball, head on out to the field, and just sit there and chuck the ball around right there on the, and chucking frisbee. That's right. Right there next to the beautiful, picturesque U.S. Capitol building. I tell you what, on a crisp blue sky day, that is one pretty building. And to be sitting there chucking the ball around right next to it, I don't know how you get more American than that, folks. Don't ever accuse me of not being an American. I play baseball on the Capitol grounds. You hear what I'm saying? They should play baseball in the bullfighting arena here in Valencia. Never rains here, and that place is dormant all the time. Well, that's usually just a giant, dirt sort of arena, right, Book Doc? Is there grass? Is it feasible to grow a nice major league caliber grass field in one of those bullfighting rings? I don't know. Anything's possible. Hell, they had grass in a dome at one time. All right. Maybe your boy should just enjoy a lucky while we wait. Seems like a good time. Roll out tennis courts, yeah. Hey, you ever play tennis in one of those, balloon, it's like you're playing in a dirigible. One of those, blow-up balloon courts. It's interesting. You feel like you're playing on another planet. Used to live right by, that's true. Folks, I used to live, if you're familiar with Griffith Stadium, the old stadium of the Washington Senators, which was located just off of Georgia Avenue, right near Howard University. Even if today, if you play MLB The Show, the major baseball video game that comes out every year on your PlayStation, You can pick that stadium, and if you hit a ball over the right field wall, you will see a row of houses that are representative of the row houses that were there during the 1930s and 40s. And guess what? I used to live in one of those houses. Yeah, right behind the ballpark. Made of wood. Made of wood. Wait, now we're talking about something very personal, Lou. Yes, Ryan, I still play the show at 47 years old now. And you know what's funny with that game? Like, every year I'd get the game, and my number one ambition was, okay, Orioles, franchise mode, let me rebuild this thing. Watch me make some trades. Watch me develop a couple of players and turn this team around. But, like, this year's version of the show, the Orioles are so good that I can't play with them now. Because the expectations are too high. I started a season with them, and I won like the first 3 games. I swept the Angels, following the schedule. And in the first game against the Royals, I got Craig Kimbrell blew a save. Sound familiar? And I lost the game, and I was like, I can't play with my Orioles. I can't sit here and lose with a team that hurts too much to see lose when I'm playing with such a good team. So what I do a lot now when I make a franchise is I do the fantasy draft. I just pick a random team and then I do a fantasy draft because I like to see the whole league balanced out where everybody has a chance to sort of have a even sort of amount of talent amongst every team in baseball. And then I just enjoy building a team through the fantasy draft. And I'll tell you this right now, my first round pick every time has been either Adley or Gunnar. I'm building my franchise with Adley or Gunnar. Normally Adley if he's there. But, yeah, I love it. I love it. I've been playing baseball video games ever since Bases Loaded on the original NES. Just a nut. An absolute nut. Okay, folks, we are perhaps 10 minutes away. I'm going to have a lucky. How many people are here right now? 44. All right. Well, look, it just seems strange for me to go off air when people might be showing up right before a game might be starting or might not be. I don't know, but your boy's going to have a lucky. Open up the door behind him. Might as well enjoy it now while the coffee's still hot and the game still ain't on. Hey, Lou, look at me. Professional broadcaster. Smoking on air. Oh, that was good. Hey, Lou, we're about to hit 1,000 subscribers, by the way. Take a look at this, folks. 877 coming in tonight. I mean, it's a big ask to get 23 subs in one night, I would think. But 900 is not out of the realm of possibility. I'm going to go ahead and say it. If we don't get 900 tonight, we're getting it tomorrow. I still have my old electric baseball game from the 70s. It still works. Are you talking about like the one that works with magnets, like the football one that's like 3D on a table? Or are you talking about like one of those handheld Tiger games with just a bunch of little LCD? Man, those Tiger handheld games, what a joke. Just teasing you that you're playing a game. The handheld. That lucky's going to get me to 900. Well, how lucky is it? Well, I suppose there's some out-of-town scores going on. Let me go ahead and hook you guys up with that, huh? There's always something to talk about. Hey there, old Bird fan. Here we go. Hey, I like it already. Look at some of these scores. I'm liking that the Pirates are beating up on the Braves 7-0 in the bottom of the 6th. I'm liking that the Tigers are taking it to Toronto 6-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Nats 3-1 over the Mariners. Oh, make it 5-1. Not much of a vested interest in that, but well done. Hey, another AL East team is losing. The Royals up 5-1 over the Rays. Dodgers up 4-3 on the Reds. Man, Cincinnati spiraling. Another AL East team is losing. The Brewers up 3-0 on the Red Sox. These out-of-town scores are looking nice. San Francisco up 2-1 on the Mets. That's in the 4th. 2-2 game between the Rangers and Twins, also in the 4th. There's another delay. It's in St. Louis. I wonder if they'll be giving the Cubs the same treatment we got. And then coming up later, I guess we got the two teams that nobody can beat right now. The Phillies, 37-14, taking on the Rockies, 16-33. Man, so the Phillies, we're sitting here waiting. When are they going to play a team with a winning record? Well, not this weekend. They're playing one of the very worst teams out there. A chance for them to rack up another 3 wins this weekend. You got the Guardians and the Angels, A's and Astros, in the battle of who wants to not stink. Diamondbacks and Marlins. And then there you go. The Yankees against the San Diego Padres, the last game on the schedule. Come on, Padres. Let's go. What are the pitching matchups for that one? Let's take a look. We have Carlos Rodon against Yu Darvish. All right. I like it. You got what I need. 4-1 is Darvish with an ERA of just 2.08 and a whip of under 1. Just 2 home runs conceded in 47 2/3 innings. Might be San Diego's best pitcher on the mound tonight. And hopefully they got a nice, healthy lineup of right-handed hitters against the lefty Rodon. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Lou. Sorry you couldn't be around to watch some live baseball. Should be coming up here in maybe another 5 minutes. I think it's time for me to check on that stream. All right, Lucky is out. Let me close the door behind me. All right. Good. Stratomatic. I could still remember the cards in the detail. Eddie Watt, he had 71 card with 3 walks and about half a single. That sounds like my high school stats. I think it's Mattel. What's that in response to? You'll have to remind me what that's in response to, Janet. Machado. The same way I feel about the Phillies is the same way I feel about the Yankees. You can only play teams on your schedule, but until you play a really hard team, I don't believe in you that much. Yeah, I mean, no matter if you got a fantastic record like the Yankees or the Phillies, I'm not going to hold it against them that the schedule is what it is, particularly the Phillies. The Yankees have had a pretty fair schedule at this point. The Phillies, though, have really had a unbalanced schedule in terms of quality teams versus non-contenders. But I still say the Phillies are a very good team. they're definitely going to be a playoff team. And, yeah, I mean, I've said it before. I talked to a Phillies fan. The reason why they weren't in the World Series last year, Craig Kimbrell. They had all the other pieces they felt they needed. All right, I'm going to try and dive in here and click this link and see what happens. How close are we? Janet, you got the Apple game up right now, you say? Does anything look like it's about to start? Yeah, see, I can't use this link here. I can't use it. It gave me the illusion that I could use it earlier. Apple TV, folks. Rain delay and Apple TV. My favorite combo. All right, let's try a backup plan. All right. Trying to remember which one of these is most reliable. Okay, it says stay tuned. The event will begin shortly. All right. Kind of wish this was a little larger. Can I zoom this in a little bit? Okay, that's better. All right, I can work with that. Friday night in Chicago. Old days. Yep, showing clips of the O's. That's what I'm looking at right now. There's Adley hitting the flag court. There's Westy's walk-off. And now a look. Here it is. Friday night baseball. Chicago. By the way, folks, the worst name for a ballpark or sports arena in all of professional sports, Guaranteed Rate Field. I mean, that doesn't really drum up nostalgia or anything, does it? I remember, Comiskey Park. Comiskey Park has got some historic Riz. Guaranteed Rate Field. Janet, thank you. I will. I mean, that is right up there with like buy one, get one free park. It's just a terrible name. All right, folks. Excuse me. Welcome into my channel. And if you are sort of new to this, in fact, this was something I wish I'd brought up a few times yesterday because some people were way ahead of me. I did everything I could before tonight's game to clear up my computer and make sure the lag was less. Hopefully the game I'm watching isn't going to be too far behind. In fact, let's do a quick lag check, everybody. I'm going to say a number. Type it in as soon as I say it, and we'll get a glimpse of how close we are. The number is 3. Type in the number 3 ASAP if you don't mind. Meanwhile, folks, if you are new and you are watching this game with the sound down and you're trying to follow along, what you're going to want to do with this here is this. Have the remote in your hand for the TV you're watching it on, or however you're watching it. What you're going to want to do is pause the game. As soon as the first out of the game is made, hit pause, okay? Just stop. And then allow me, the BirdWatcher, to catch up, make that same out call. And as soon as I do that, you unpause your game, and you're all synced up and ready to go for the rest of the night. It's that easy. All right. I'll try to remind people about that again sometime in the middle of the ball game where it's probably a little more helpful because that's when more new people show up. I might be preaching to the choir right now. Folks, if you typed in a 3 a lot later than someone else, just make sure on your end as well that either now or sometime throughout the night, there should always be a red dot next to the word live right there on your screen at the bottom for this live stream. If the red dot isn't there, that means you're not live. You've fallen behind a little bit. You can catch right up instantly by tapping the word live. Red dot should pop right back up for you. And again, you're all caught up. All right, folks, here we go. Second game of 4. Chris Flexen on the mound, Gunnar Henderson at the plate. And the first pitch of the night is a called strike. Bottom of the zone on the outside corner. We are underway. Gunnar Henderson. Maybe I should bring up the game we're watching on the screen. Let me get you back over here. Next pitch is a breaking ball, a little bit low, 1-1. All right. Let me get you back over here. I got you, Chilo. I got you. I'm on it. There we are. Henderson batting .269. This pitch is up and in. Henderson backs out of the way. 2 balls, 1 strike. Henderson averages the 5th highest exit velo off the bat in baseball. Judge, Soto, Ohtani, and O'Neill Cruz, the only 4 players hitting the ball harder on average than Gunnar. This ball is fouled back, and the count 2-2. The pitch is lifted foul behind the plate, and we'll do it again. Still 2-2 on Gunnar. Just getting started here, folks. The leadoff man of the ball game, Gunnar Henderson. He'll be followed by Jordan Westburg and Ryan O'Hearn. Adley Rutschman with the night off. In fact, I don't think I've ever actually read through the lineups here. This one's fouled away. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Gunnar doing a good job here, working the count as a good leadoff hitter should. Give his teammates a chance to see what Flexen's got on the mound. 2-2. This one's hit, fouled again. All right. Work those counts. You got a question about fantasy, if I don't mind. Well, Rob, I can tell you that I haven't, even though I'm an expert at it when I was into it, I've been out of it for a while. This one's hit on the ground, right side. Second baseman's got it, and there's a competition at first base as to who's going to catch that ball. Vaughn, the first baseman, initially went after the ball, then went back to cover the bag, but the pitcher, Flexen, also there. And the two of them have a little chat after that. So, ground ball to Nicky Lopez. There'll be a ground out 4-3 to begin the ball game. But, Rob, you can give it a shot, but I'll be sure to tell you. Oh, this one's hit hard. Center field and deep, going back at the track and on the edge of the wall. That catch is made. My goodness, Jordan Westburg making a bid for dead center field. A 400-foot out. Or somewhere close to it. Unfortunate. 2 down here in the top of the first. BirdWatcher. I want to say early on that I really appreciate you and your consistency covering these Orioles games. I've never been able to be so up to date with bird happenings. Bird happenings sounds like what I see on my windshield in the morning. A lot of leftover bird happenings. But thank you, O-Bird fan. First pitch here to Ryan O'Hearn is off the plate for ball 1. And this one is over the plate but low. 2 balls and no strikes. Birdwatch, that sounded like an insult at the start. Yeah, I didn't take it like that, O-Bird fan. You're all good. Here's the 2-0. That one misses. Flexen trying to hit the bottom of the outside corner, but too low. 3-0 the count. 2 down, nobody on. Come on, O'Hearn. You got to take advantage of a nice 3-0 count, don't you? There's a called strike. Rob says that's fine. It says that the season starts on the 27th. So if my team is getting points right now, does that mean it at all, or does it only count when the season starts? I mean, if it says the season starts the 27th, I think that's when the stats start. But it sounds like you're in some sort of custom setup league. So any sort of rules might be set up. Rob, I really wouldn't be able to tell you. You got a commissioner in your league, right? This isn't just a random league you're playing with the strangers, right? This one's hit on the ground and off the leg of the pitcher, and it'll carry him to the first baseman, Vaughn, who's able to scoop it up and tag the bag in time to beat Ryan O'Hearn to that bag. I mean, a lucky break there for the White Sox. That ball bounced in the only direction it could to get the out, straight to the first baseman off of the pitcher's leg. All right, we go to the bottom of the first. Orioles nothing, and the White Sox are coming up to bat. A random head-to-head one. Yeah, I would assume it's going to only be counting stats starting from the day that the league starts. Any stats accumulated to now should not count. I mean, they really shouldn't. If they do, then that's kind of a messed up league you're joining. Not Wrigley Field. The White Sox field was named something else. You talking about? You mean when Comiskey Park closed and this park opened? What was it called at first? Because yeah, it wasn't called Guaranteed Rate Field. I think it was U.S. Cellular Field. I want to say, wasn't it U.S. Cellular at some point? Or was that another stadium? Some stadium was called U.S. Cellular. Yeah, Robert. Bad news for Dean Kramer. Forearm strain, I believe, is the injury. But without a whole lot of insight, just looking at the limited information I can see, there's optimism that it's not going to be a long-term injury. It might be just the 15 days, with it starting retroactively to, 3 days ago. So he might only be off the roster for about 12 days. Hopefully. It was called U.S. Cellular, so there you go. But folks, Guaranteed Rate Field is about the most uninspired, corporate, just cheap sounding, it's tacky. It's about as tacky as it gets. Your White Sox batting order. Tommy Pham leads off and plays center. Andrew Vaughn at first base hits second. Gavin Sheets, the DH, hitting third. Paul DeJong in the cleanup spot at shortstop. Corey Julks in right field batting fifth. Corey Lee, the catcher, hitting sixth. Andrew Benintendi will play left field and hit seventh. Danny Mendick is at third base hitting eighth, and Nicky Lopez at second base, the number 9 hitter. Corbin Burnes on the mound. Start number 11. 2.56 ERA, 4-2 record. His first pitch is a strike. And the next one is hit hard in the right and caught on a lunging grab by Anthony Santander. First out here in the bottom of the first. A pretty hard hit baseball there by Pham, but Santander in the right place to make the catch. Will we get to see Suarez again? Robert, I can guarantee you'll see him. You might be seeing him as soon as tomorrow as a starting pitcher again. Or you might see him tomorrow in a relief role, setting up to be a starter 5 days later. One way or another, I got a feeling you're going to see Suarez in the ballgame tomorrow. Andrew Vaughn at the plate, hitting 194, 3 homers, 16 RBI. Breaking ball, a called strike. 1-1 the count. In his last start, Corbin Burnes' curveball was absolutely filthy. Just a 1.5 foot break and always clipping the right on the bottom of the zone. This one's fouled off to the left. A ball and 2 strikes. Boy, it does look like the scoreboard is ahead of me too much once again. Swing and a miss there. Vaughn goes down swinging on a what looked like a slider, breaking low and away. Or is that a sinker? What is that? Is that a changeup? Whatever it is, it's nasty. I didn't look at the velocity number on it. I'll admit, sometimes I can't tell one pitch from another. 2 down, nobody on. Here's Gavin Sheets. First pitch is a called strike. That's a cutter. I know that much. 96 miles an hour. Sheets got 3 walks in yesterday's game. 0-1 pitch is lifted in the air. Center field, right at Mullins. Just needs to move 2 or 3 steps to his left to make the catch, and the inning is over. 1 inning in the books. Boy, look at this sparse crowd. Yeah, if there are 8,000 people there, I'd be shocked. There is not a whole lot of people there. Of course, was it last year that during a ball game there, a stray bullet from a gunshot somewhere in the neighborhood, I guess just shot in the air for some reason, landed on somebody in the ballpark, sitting in the outfield bleachers. That's right, folks. Guaranteed rate field. Get yourself a seat in the bleachers. One lucky fan might get shot. Yikes. All right, coming up in the top of the 2nd inning for the Orioles, middle of the order. Mountie, Tony, Austin Hayes. By the way, folks, once again, no Kyle Stowers in the lineup. And I'm coming. I've run out of ways to excuse why that is. At this point, I think it's pretty silly. I felt like Colton Cowser needed the day off, and they gave it to him. So I got half of it right. And I do realize Austin Hayes has been looking good in a couple of at-bats since getting brought back up. But we're facing a lefty tomorrow, so I've already got Hayes penciled in for that. I just feel like with the righties, that's the chance to use Stowers. But not going to be the case tonight. Plus, the other reason I feel like you put Hayes facing a righty, you put Hayes on the bench because later on in the ball game, inevitably, the opponent is going to go to a pitcher from the other side. So they're going to go to a lefty at some point to face a guy like, Ryan O'Hearn or even Kyle Stowers if he were in there. And then you bring in Hayes to pinch hit for one of those guys in a spot where you really need him, and you got the right matchup. Okay, Ryan Mountcastle leads it off here, top of the 2nd. First pitch to him is a breaking ball, just catches the outside corner for Flexen. A curveball that might have been an inch or 2 outside, but folks, with these umps, what are you going to do? Goes back to the same pitch, but this time it's in the dirt. And the count even at 1-1. Ryan Mountcastle, 4-hit night last night. At least 2, maybe 3 of those hits, I want to say, went to the opposite field. Hey there, Charles. How you doing? 2-1 pitch. This one's hit foul. Bounces off of the leg of Mountie. But luckily it hit the ground first, so that didn't hurt him at all. And we're looking at the replay of the 4 hits. 3 were opposite field, and the other one was right up the middle. excuse me, 2 opposite field, 1 up the middle, and 1 pulled. This pitch is up and away. Full count on Mountcastle, leading off the top of the second. Average at 272. Payoff pitch is way high. Not even close. Mountcastle didn't have to think about it. A free pass here to lead it off in the top of the second. Yeah, buddy. I'm ready. Leadoff man on for Anthony Santander. Let's get some tatas in the chat. First pitch is a called strike. Top of the zone on the outside corner. Folks, if you're a Magic member, you'd have access to emojis like this. Tata tots. Just for you. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in there, called strike. Big looping curveball from Flexen. And the count 0-2. We might have to go to the sub-screen here soon. I'm feeling a rally here. 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air. Left center. Converging of the 2 outfielders. And boy, nearly a collision. The center fielder, Tommy Pham, makes that catch. But that could have been a disaster for the White Sox. Left fielder, center fielder, both running full stop. Just able to avoid each other, and Pham able to make the catch. 1 out, runner at first. That'll bring up Austin Hayes. First pitch to him is on the outside corner for a called strike. Hayes still waiting to get that average up to something respectable. Just a 175 average, no homers, 5 RBI. But ever since he's been called back up from AAA on his rehab assignment, here's a pop-up on the infield. First baseman Vaughn's going to make the catch, and there are 2 down. Yeah, Hayes has shown some positive signs since coming back from the injury and the rehab assignment. Not so much on this at-bat, though. He pops up on the infield for the second out. So it's up to Cedric Mullins, folks. Mountcastle still at first base, 2 down. First pitch, popped up. The shortstop in shallow left center, just a few steps onto the outfield grass. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the second. No score here on the south side of Chicago. DeYoung, Jolks, and Lee due up for the White Sox. How you doing? Yeah, Mr. Hyde, I don't mean to, put words in your mouth, but if what I'm saying is kind of tracking or isn't, let me know. But, yeah, I think that is a major thing that the average fan doesn't take into consideration is, you're dealing with personalities on your team. You're dealing with guys in different situations, veterans and young players, and if I'm the manager of a baseball team and you're on my roster, you mean something to me, I don't, until you're off the team, you're on the team. You know what I mean? And it's important to create an environment where everybody on the roster feels like they've got some contribution to this team in some aspect. And even though Kjerstad said on record, a few weeks back when he was on the club and somebody had asked him about his limited playing time, he's like, look, I just want to be ready whenever they need me. I understand my role. I'm sure, he's saying the right things, but it's not easy for guys like that. Look at Ramon Urias right now. What? This is, hindsight being whatever, but I mean, folks, go into my channel and look at the very first couple of videos I posted where I'm just simply looking at spring training and what sort of roster that makes sense to me for the start of the season. All I could say is Kobe Mayo, Ramon Arias is just a placeholder. Because there's just no spot for Arias that really benefits the club. Yeah. That's the major move, I feel like. But, of course, right now, Kobe Mayo, unavailable. Going to be out for about a month or so. Okay, bottom of the second. And it's Paul DeJong at the plate. 237 average, 7 homers, 15 driven in. I got a feeling by the time we go into the postseason, he's not even going to be on the roster because come September, we make a couple of call-ups. Guys are going to, and then we start looking at our needs. Like, again, what do you use Arias for? When we get to the postseason, everybody's got to have a role with something to offer. And Arias just doesn't have it. 1-1 pitch is in the air. Right side. Santander coming in a few steps. Makes the catch. 1 down here in the bottom of the second. DeJong flying out to right field. Here's Corey Julks. By the way, Burnes, just 11 pitches to get through an inning and a third now. 4 outs on 11 pitches. That is music to my ears. First pitch to Julks is on the outside corner for a called strike. Man, Burnes is looking efficient. He is ready to go. 0-1 pitch. Called strike 2. Inside edge. That one tailed back over the inside corner. 0-2 the count on Julks. And this one's lifted foul. Still 0-2. Base is empty. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. No score in Chicago. 0-2 pitch. Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch is hit in the air and hard to right field. That ball is going to get over Santander and bounce up and over the wall for a ground rule double. So after getting ahead of Julks 0-2, Corbin Burnes gives up a 1-out double, and the White Sox are threatening here. A runner in scoring position, only 1 out for Corey Lee. Corey Julks spells his name with a C. Corey Lee with a K. If anyone was interested, this pitch is a little bit low and away to Corey Lee. Right-handed hitter, catcher. Hitting .270, 4 homers, 11 driven in. Julks at second, 1 away. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball hit hard in the left field, but right at Austin Hayes. Man. Oof. I mean, I feel like I need a genuflect right now. Thank you. That ball was laced, but right at Hayes, 2 down. How you doing, my friend? My fine feathered friend. All right, Andrew Benintendi, the batter. Looking to pick up a 2-out RBI. Pitch is low for ball 1. Benintendi's average 187. 3 homers, 17 driven in. Swing and a foul off to the right. 1-1 the count. The Orioles wearing their road gray pants, but with the black tops. White Sox in their classic home white pinstripes. This one is fouled off to the left. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Andrew Benintendi. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. No score. How you doing? I'm already in the mood for another lucky. I tell you what, this broadcasting thing is turning me into an old timer who's going through a pack a day now. This one is a check swing foul ball, and that will make it out of play. Still 1-2. Oh, that was a wild pitch. Excuse me. I was wondering why everybody was moving around in an odd way. It was a check swing. The ball apparently did not hit the bat, although it looked like it kind of did. That ball hit the bat. That's not a wild pitch. Have we got another terrible umpire call here? Okay, they do get the call right. It's a 1-2 pitch, and now another foul ball. Burnes versus Benintendi. 2 down and a scoreless ball game. This pitch is hit on the ground off the glove of Burnes, I think. But Gunnar Henderson will back him up and make the play to retire the side. So the Orioles give up a hit, a double to Julks, but Burnes gets out of it. We go to the third. No score in Chicago. Oh, my. My. All right, let me heat up a little more hot water here. What would we do without me? You guys. Oh, you guys. Hey, thank you. Subs number 878 and 879. Folks, 21 away from 900. We're going to get to 900. All right. Never mind. Somebody left. But we're still going to get to 900. And then, yeah, that road to 1,000, it looks like it's lining up first week of June. First week of June? I'm so happy. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. That doesn't sound very happy. I'm so happy. No, I'm humbled, like I'm again, just a lot of signs from different places letting me know that things are going well right now. All right, let me grab this hot water. Be right back. Okay, Jorge Mateo at the plate. First pitch to him is a big breaking ball in the dirt outside for ball 1. Mateo batting .258. 3 homers, 9 RBIs. OPS just under 800. And he's been playing a nice second base as well. This one's hit on the ground on one bounce to third. Easy play there for Mendick. And Mateo retired. One away here in the third. Well, here we go again. The Orioles still looking for hit number 1 against a starter that isn't very good. Took us a few innings to figure out Mike Clevenger. Might be the same for Flexen tonight. There's a breaking ball for a called strike to James McCann. Hitting 9th in the order. Doing the catching, of course. Adley getting a full night off, at least to start the game. This one's a called strike. Tough call there on another curveball. Looked like it might have been high or outside. More outside than anything. McCann is in an 0-2 hole. And trying to paint the outside corner. Doesn't get the call, does Flexen. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. By the way, folks, how about the reaction for the play that ended last night's ball game? I mean, there is one just off the plate again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I mean, you want to talk about a hot button issue in social media. I think your boy made a very fair call at the end of the game, which is that I blame the rule more than anything, and it's a stupid rule, and they got to change it. This one is lined foul off to the left. And by change it, I don't mean like get rid of the notion that a runner can't interfere with a fielder. I'm saying in a situation like that, where a runner is just a couple of steps off the bag, standing where anyone normally would be in a situation, and just walking back to the back. If you're just doing your normal thing, and the fielder, meanwhile, is able to make his play, then just leave it at that. Here's a fly ball to center field. Tommy Pham will make this catch, and there are 2 down. McCann flying out to center. I live in a sea of Reds and Guardians fans, so I'm extremely grateful for the BirdWatcher. You don't like your Ohio baseball there, William? Gunner at the plate, and he takes a called strike, bottom of the zone. Second time through the order here for the Orioles now. Let's see if we can fare better against Flexen. Next pitch, outside corner, called strike 2. I mentioned that play on the replay, Steve. We pretty much totally agree. Yeah, I mean, it's one thing they say, well, it's the rules. This one is going to be served down the left field line by Henderson for extra bases. Hustle in there, Gunner. He's in there standing. A 2-out opposite field bloop double for Gunner. That might be the slowest hit ball for extra bases you're going to see from Gunner this season, but he'll take it. He will take it to the house. A 2-out double. And folks, it's time for the sub-screen. Hey, Bill, welcome in. We've got a rally situation here in a scoreless ball game with 2-out Henderson with a double. Westberg at the plate. First pitch is fouled away for strike 1. 2 down, runner at second, top of the third, no score. Westberg at the plate, Gunner at second. Come on, Westy. 2-out RBI. Oh, he lunges for one way in the dirt, but the positive outcome is that the ball gets away and Henderson's able to get up to third base. But Westberg now with an 0-2 count. Gunner 90 feet away, though. Come on, Westy. You know how you do. Just hit it where it's pitched and serve it. Serve it, my friend. Need that first run. The 0-2. Low, ball one. And Westburg did not look nervous up there with a 2-strike count. One and two the count now. Pitch. In the dirt again. Lee, the catcher, able to keep the ball in front of him. 2-2 the count. The chances for Westburg to cash in grow. If you can't put him away after 0-2, you get him back to an even count. You're asking for it there, buddy. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball way up and away. That must have left Flexen's hand at the wrong time. Full count now, folks. 2 down. First run of the game just 90 feet away. Let's get him in. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, right center. This could be trouble. It'll get down for extra bases. Jordan Westburg has done it again. 2 strikes, 2 outs. You need an RBI? You call on Westburg. And the Orioles have taken the lead here, 1-0 in the top of the third. Get some, Westy. He went down and got it, and wouldn't you know, opposite field splits the gap. It's like he just hits it to the biggest part of the park, no matter where it is. Professional hitter, Jordan Westburg. Ryan O'Hearn at the plate. First pitch is drilled foul down in the right field corner. Boy, that ball almost hit the police officer down there. He had to dance out of the way of that one. Why does my chat not really seem to be reacting to the fact that the Orioles just scored? Not a single yay? What's happened? There goes the runner. Oh, never mind. It's a fake throw by the catcher. Westburg at second base. There we go. There's a little bit of brain function. Swing and a miss. O'Hearn with a big cut and the count 1-2. The Orioles win scoring first, a record of 19-5. Now chat is bouncing. This one's drilled. Right field. But it's going to hang up there right on the edge of the track. Caught out there by the right fielder to win the inning. But the Orioles get on the board first, courtesy of a 2-out RBI double by Jordan Westburg to score Gunnar Henderson. We go to the bottom of the third. Orioles 1, White Sox 0. And folks, once again, the subscreen coming in there to give you yet another Oriole run. It just knows. The subscreen knows. The hat knows. By the way, folks, yesterday, didn't wear the hat. Things got really scary in the 9th inning. I still said, Mr. Hat. Okay, I can't call it Mr. Hat because that's South Park. I said, oh, wise hat. May I let thee rest today? Can we see this game through? And the hat said, yeah, you'll be all right, BW. I'll be here tomorrow if you need me. The hat is standing by. I got a feeling the hat is going to need a lot of work in the month of June, so I'm trying to keep the hat well rested for now. Why does the game not play on Apple TV? I don't know. What's going on there? Hello, Justin. I don't know what's going on with your Apple TV experience, but I also know that you're not alone. Oh, that's right, Bill. I caught that in the in my donation page. Bill, a proud new owner of the Orioles Armed Forces hat. Look sharp, Bill. Look sharp. What am I watching on? Oh, you know. Let's just say living overseas has its privileges. And sometimes a VPN can go a long way. Yes. Bottom of the third. Danny Mendick to lead it off here for the White Sox against Corbin Burnes. First pitch, swung on and missed. Burnes only needing 24 pitches to get through the first 2 innings. On a great pace so far. Now he's got a 1-run lead. Swing and a miss. A lunging swing there. 0-2 the count. And the next pitch. This one's lined, but softly, right at the shortstop Henderson for the first out. A soft liner right to Gunner. 1 away. All right, back to the... nope, wait. We got a number 9 hitter up. We got a number 9 hitter up here. I don't want to sell Nicky Lopez short. Lopez hitting from the left side. I believe he's a switch hitter. First pitch is fouled right at the plate and rolls a few feet away from Lopez. Looked like he was going to go pick up the ball. But then he decided, nah, hey, you kid, you come here and pick it up. Lopez batting .222, no homers, 2 RBI. And this one's hit right back up the middle, but Henderson, shaded toward the second base bag, is there to field it and make the play. As easy as you like, folks. Gunner playing smooth at short. Helps get the first 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Back to the top of the order for Tommy Pham. Pham lined out his first time up. And he takes a curveball a little bit low, a little bit inside. Why is my stomach growling already? Is it the coffee? Oh, I've got the hiccups. Is that what it is? There's another curveball that doesn't quite hit the zone. Burnes falls behind Pham 2-0. Next pitch, grounded foul off to the left. 2-1 the count, 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the third, game 2 of 4. The Orioles won the opener last night and have a 1-0 lead here with Corbin Burnes on the mound. Next pitch is on the bottom of the zone for a called strike 2. The 2-2 pitch is foul back. Long at bat here for Lopez. Excuse me, for Pham. Lopez, the previous batter. Long at bat for Pham. And a long day for me. As this one's reached for and fouled off to the right. That's right, folks. Both of the remaining games will be early afternoon start times, which means for me, a little after midnight. So I'm doing my own doubleheader. One early in the morning and then one later on tonight. Swing and a miss. Pham goes down on strikes, and Burnes has gotten through 3 strong innings here. We go to the 4th. Orioles 1, White Sox nothing. It'll be Mountie, Tony, and Hayes due up in the 4th. And unless somebody has an issue, your boy will be off screen here for the next few minutes, enjoying a lucky. That's right, folks. 9 out of 10 dentists prefer Lucky Strike. And they make your teeth whiter. I know it sounds hard to believe, but it's science. Ah, yes. The simplicity and ease of Apple TV baseball. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Guess I could take another quick check on those out-of-town scores. All right, looks like there's only two games that are actually in action. Top of the 7th, Twins ahead 3-2 on the Rangers. And then top of the 3rd, scoreless between the Phillies and Rockies. One other game is delayed, and everything else is final or yet to start. A lot of games starting in about half an hour. So I guess there's not much to tell you with the out-of-town scores. All right, here we go. Top of the 4th. Mountcastle at the plate. First pitch, breaking ball up and away for ball 1. Mountie had a walk in his first plate appearance. After a 4-hit game last night. This one's off the plate, not even close, 2-0. 2 pitches well off the plate by Flexen to begin the top of the 4th. Hey there, Richard, how are you doing? Here's the pitch, up and in, 3-0. Not a single pitch within 6 inches of the zone. Mountie, I don't know how you'd sit dead red. I think you got to just take whatever he throws here. This one clips the outside corner. You can have that pitch, Flexen. You can have that pitch. 3-1 the count. Now let's see what you got, Chris. Pitch. Swung on and missed. All right. Flexen back in the count. Anthony Santander is on deck. Mountcastle leading it off here in the top of the 4th with a full count. Payoff pitch is lined foul off to the right. We'll do it again. .54 pitches for Flexen at the moment. We're just starting the 4th inning, so basically 9 outs on 54 pitches. This one is hit in the air, right field, and this should be an easy catch here for Jolks. He makes it, and there's one down. Bahaba. Hey, I've been to Bahaba. Beautiful, beautiful spot. Maine is a beautiful spot. Driving along the coastline there. Portland's a cool town. I used to work as a camp counselor up there one summer in a little town called Casco, Maine. Casco. First pitch to Santander is off the plate for ball 1. Flexen falling behind another batter. And this one's outside. Another 2-0 count. I mean, we got to make this guy pay for getting behind in counts and look for something here. Two-0 is hit on the ground. Foul off the camera well there. Just next to the dugout. Two balls, one strike, one out, nobody on. And the next pitch to Tony is outside, ball 3. Hitters count. Come on, Tony, look for that spot. Catcher sets up inside, and that's where the pitch is, and Tony chases one that would have been ball 4. He fouls it away to make the count 3-2. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Was that a changeup? 82 miles an hour on the outside. And down goes Santander. 2 away here in the 4th. Flexen asks for a new baseball here before he begins his battle with Austin Hayes. Austin Hayes comes up 0-for-1 so far tonight. 2 down, nobody on. This one's hit in the air. That's not going to do much. On the infield, the third baseman, Mendick, makes the catch. And the inning is over. A quiet top of the 4th. We go to the bottom half. Orioles 1. White Sox nothing. Okay, we got that 1 run. It feels good to have a lead. But this is the White Sox. This is Chris Flexen. I want more. I'm not down with going down 1, 2, 3 in an inning. In the middle of our order. We need more offense. Again. Probably not, Justin. Probably not. Let's see. Looks like 2, 3, 4 due up for the White Sox. Vaughn, Sheets, and DeYoung. I'll be back on screen here in just a sec. Let's see here. Where am I? There I am. And I'm back. Okay. Yeah, Justin, no big whoop, man. Just it's really just not something that's of topic of conversation for people here to just watch the game and enjoy the game itself. But, you know, good luck to you. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Andrew Vaughn at the plate. He struck out in his first at-bat. Burnes' first pitch is fouled back. Man, Burnes is looking sharp tonight. Please get him a couple of more runs. Here is the 0-1. That's low and away. And the count is 1-1 on Andrew Vaughn. Swing and a miss. Foul tip, actually. Uh-oh. There goes the throat again. Come on. We're only in the fourth. Hang in there, BW. You got a long way to go. The pitch is off the plate outside. 2-2 the count on Vaughn, leading off the bottom of the fourth. Pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No. No, says the first base umpire. Full count. That was close. Another payoff pitch. Off the plate, low and away. Burnes trying to get Vaughn to chase. Vaughn lays off and gets a leadoff walk. A leadoff walk with the 3-4 hitters coming up. Nobody out. All right, Corbin, time to lock in. Gavin Sheets, big lefty at the plate, takes a curve ball just a bit low for ball one. Come on, Corbin. We got to lock in there, buddy. Vaughn at first, nobody out. 1-0 pitch is a curveball now in the zone for a called strike. 1-1. Chat has gone ice cold. It's pretty healthy, I'll tell you here in a sec. Here's a check on the base runner. He is at 46 with one out here in the fourth. The 1-1 is hit in the air. Off the end of the bat. Coming in is Mullins, and he'll make the catch in shallow center. One away. Vaughn back to first. Paul DeYoung at the plate now. Burnes' first pitch to him is low for ball one. How about a double play ball here? Is that a riddle, my friend? What's better than cold? Is this a riddle? I like riddles. 1-0 pitch. Low and away. 2-0. Ice cold. Dun 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 dun. 2-0 the count. The pitch from Burnes is hit on the ground foul. 2 balls, 1 strike. Shake it, shake, 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 shake it. Two and 1 the count, folks. This is a hit and run count. Runner stays put. Swing and a miss. Wow. A lunging swing there by Paul DeYoung on a pitch a foot off the plate outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Come on, Corbin. We need to put batters away here. Check on the runner. Vaughn back in with a slide. First check on him. Two-two pitch coming to Paul DeJong. Hit in the air, right side, and going out of play foul. We'll do it again. Another extended at bat. Burnes having to labor here in the fourth. Still only one out. Got off to a nice start with the pitch count in the first 3 innings, but he's got some work to do here. Another 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Finally got him on the curveball. DeJong goes down on strikes. 2 away here in the bottom of the fourth. Hey there, DDH. How you been? Long time no see. Howdy indeed. Okay, with 2 down, it'll be Corey Julks, who's got a hit today. Hit that ground rule double back in the second. The only hit of the day for the White Sox so far. First pitch is low for ball 1. Vaughn at first base. He reached with a leadoff walk. He's still there with 2 down. 1-0 pitch to Julks is low and away, 2-0. Come on, Corbin. Go after these guys. Why are we fiddling around with these 5, 6, 7 pitch at bats? 2-0 on Julks. There's a check on Vaughn. Back in with a slide. I mean, I guess I'm going to just call myself out. Was anyone else familiar with Corey Julks before yesterday? Go after this guy. There's a called strike. 2-1. Making cookies. DDH, you're killing me right now. I would kill for a cookie. 2-1 pitch. Low and in, ball 3. Ball 3. 3-1 the count on Julks. Corbin. Come on back to us, buddy. Where's that ace? Bring the ace back. 3-1 count the pitch. This one's hit foul behind the plate, and the count goes full. All right. We've maxed everything out. Another full count. We got 2 down. Let's put them away now. Julks asked for time, and now just stepping back into the box. Waiting on a payoff pitch here from Burnes. Runner at first will take off. The pitch is low and away. Ball 4. Come on, Corbin. What are you doing, man? You're better than this. You're better than this, man. Here comes Drew French to have a chat. Ah, Christ. Burnes already with a couple of walks now. 2 in the inning. Oh, I was a big fan of Jolt Cola back in the day. I don't drink sodas at all anymore. Very rare that I have a soda. Pretty much only if it just comes with a meal without asking. Otherwise, yeah. But back in the day, Jolt Cola, hells yeah. Twice the caffeine. That's the only slogan I need. All right, folks, we're going to have to go to the sub screen. Because I've already seen more than I want to see. We are too far ahead on the ESPN page, and this is too big of a spot for outcomes to be decided by scoreboard and not by my own vision. 2 on, 2 out. The chat with Drew French is over. And Corey Lee at the plate. First pitch is hit on the ground, and the second baseman, Mateo, is going to be able to stop it going completely through the outfield. But that's all he can do, is save a run by ranging far to his left on a ground ball to the right side. Everybody moves up a base, and now the bases are loaded with 2 down. Oh, I believe you, DDH. I'm not sure you want to type it in. We'll just have... Can we use our own imaginations? Benintendi at the plate. First pitch is a comebacker to Burnes. He flips it to Mountie, and this inning is over. Burnes walks the tightrope from one end of the to the other. He does not trip. He does not fall. We get through that one. Still 1-0 Orioles as we go to the 5th. Woo! Woo! All right, do I have a snack of some sort? I mean, I need a snack. Who's in the mood for some Pocky? Some blueberry Pocky. That's what I'm going with. Oh, that must be philosophy energy drink, right? All right, that should hold me till the end of the game, I think. Top? Jeez. Top? I'm really going through my personal Peter Brady moment here on this channel. When it's time to change. Okay, Cedric Mullins will lead it off here in the top of the 5th. First pitch is a called strike on the inside edge. Mullins, 0 for 1, popped out his first time up. Here's a curveball hit on the ground foul off to the right, and the count is 0-2. Yeah, it's like a pretzel stick. It's a pretzel stick dipped in various things. This one's upstairs to Mullins. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pork chops and applesauce. There's a called strike 3. 79 miles an hour, top of the zone. Mullins frozen. He goes down looking here to begin the top of the 5th. Man, oh man, oh man, this offense needs to pick it up. 1 run on 2 hits at this stage of the ball game against the likes of Chris Flexen simply is not going to cut the mustard. Mateo at the plate takes a called strike, top of the zone. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 5th. Next pitch, breaking ball, popped up. Another weakly hit baseball on the infield. Vaughn, the first baseman, will make the catch. And there are 2 away. I mean, folks. Anybody got the number for Joe Boo? Because we need to wake up Bat. It is time to wake up Bat. I mean, folks, normally I don't do this. Normally, I don't put on the hat while we're winning. It's sort of a rally sort of hat. But, again, this hat is unlike any other hat out there, folks. As McCann takes low for ball 1. This hat speaks to me and tells me what to do and when to do it. 1-0 pitch is hit down the left field side, but foul. Bouncing off the tarp over there. Count 1-1. So once the mood hits, once I get tapped on the shoulder, it is time. Curveball swung on and hit in the air off to the left and into the crowd. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down, nobody on in the top of the 5th. Pitcher's duel between Corbin Burnes and Chris Flexen. Wait, my blanket fell down. There's a line drive base hit left field for McCann. A 2-out single. And if nothing else, that'll get us back to the top of the order for Gunner. All right, folks. Gunner, you say? Hat, subscreen, the combo meal. Let's go. That's right. Bugle charge, subscreen, hat. I'm emptying out all the ammo for a 2-out rally. Come on, Gunner. First pitch, hit in the air and off to the left, foul. Flexen will be throwing pitch number 74 here in the 5th. Gunner 1 for 2 with a double and scored the only run in this ball game. The pitch, just a bit low. Tough call there for Flexen. That actually looked like it caught the bottom of the zone, but Gunner gets the call here. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, lifted in the air to left. Gunner is admiring it. It's going back. It's still going. That ball's gone. Bye, Bernie. Gunnar Henderson, a 2-run jack. His 17th of the season. And Orioles magic is alive and well on the BirdWatcher channel, folks. Did I not add up everything? Did I not tell you I was going to give you everything I had to will a 2-out rally? Well, there you go. Night after night, your boy delivers. It's insane how good I am at this. A 2-run bomb, and the Orioles lead 3-0. And I missed a super chat. Swing and a miss here from Jordan Westberg. A 2-out, 2-run bomb from Gunnar. Now back into a tie for the Major League lead with Kyle Tucker at 17. That's right, folks. More believers in the hat. This pitch is in the dirt, and the count even up at 1-1. Folks, I'd head back over to show you the scoreboard. We're still in the middle of a rally here. Let's wrap it up. And let me get a sub or two out of that, folks. You're watching magic happen. I'm not David Blaine. I'm not Chris Angel. I'm actually pulling off magic here. It's time to recognize this pitch is in the dirt, and the count is 2-1. I mean, folks, I go back to some of these games I've called, and I look, and I'm like, wow, I really did just call that right before that happened. I mean, I'm an oracle. What do you want me to do? The 2-1 pitch is low, 3-1. 900 before this season ends. What, subs? How about before the game ends? Folks, one of you is going to be number 888, and you should be very excited about that. Here comes the 3-1 to Westberg, laid off for ball 4. Again, folks, the rally continues. The subscreen stays up, the hat firmly on. Dude, I went to the hat at an interesting time. Again, normally the hat says, don't use me until, you know, we're down and you really need that. But for some, it told me today, it said, yeah, you're winning by a run, but you really need something right here. It told me. It said, put me on. Look, I understand. You can look at me like I'm a kook. I don't mind being a kook. If inanimate objects are going to talk to me. I don't know. Maybe Jack Crick can show up. Maybe Jack can tell me how much my hat sucks. The Oracle BirdWatcher. But see, as soon as I say something like that, I'll blow something. Folks, listen. It doesn't work every time, because if it did, again, I would be Biff Tannen from Back to the Future. I would take my sports almanac and I'd be living in Cabo right now in a mansion. Here's Ryan O'Hearn. By the way, there was a bit of a break in activity for a meeting on the mound. 2 down, runner at first. Westberg at first with O'Hearn at the plate. 2 runs in on the 2-run homer by Gunnar Henderson. Pitch is low, 1-1. Yeah, but Gunnar, he couldn't hit the homer until there were 2 strikes. Why couldn't he do it with 1 strike? DDH with the European vacation reference. There's a swing and a miss. Oh, everybody's got their opinions. Look, I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that, you know. I'll leave it at that. 1-2 the count on Ryan O'Hearn. Here's a check on the runner. And back in is Jordan Westberg. 1-2 pitch. That one's hit hard and over the glove of the second baseman into right field. Westberg is going to hustle over to third base. So first and third after the single by O'Hearn. And again, folks, this inning is not over. Folks, once again, a 2-out rally that began with James McCann, and I still felt like something magical was on the cards. I mean, it took some cojones for me to, you know, whip out the crystal ball on this one. Again, okay, so second, I was going to say, you've already had a meeting. Flexen is now getting lifted out of the ball game. He cannot complete 5 innings. We have knocked Flexen out of the game because Gunna was busy flexing with the bat. Pitching change. Anderson, a nice regular name. Who are you? Justin Anderson, right-handed reliever. What do we got on the season here, Justin? Just 3 appearances, 3 in the third innings, and he's walked 4 guys. He's got more walks than innings pitched. All right, this is why they're the White Sox, folks. Let's keep it going against whoever this dude is. I mean, come on. More than a walk per inning. No excuses. Let's put the foot on the gas pedal here. First and third, 2 down for the Orioles when Anderson will take the hill here. And, of course, now a 3-run lead for Corbin Burnes feels so much better. Hey, thank you, William. Now, listen. I understand that my name is Mr. Anderson, and it's different than the King of the Hill character, but I'm still going to come out and pitch anyway. Here's my arsenal. I got a 4-seam fastball in the low to mid-90s. A slider, a sweeper, and I throw the occasional forkball. Drugs are bad, okay? Folks, just as a public service announcement here as we wait for the ball game to get back on, drugs are bad, okay? All right, we're ready to go. Ryan Mountcastle at the plate. Anderson on the bump. Hey, Lizzie, how you doing, hon? First pitch is way outside for ball 1. All right, we're back to the... Let's get to 888. I can't believe people are watching right now going, I don't believe this guy yet. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced yet. But yet I'm still captivated somehow. This one is fouled back by Mountie. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out, 2 in, 2 on. Runners at the corners. That's right. Happy Memorial Day weekend to all. Number 882 in the house. 882, welcome on in. All right. 1-1 pitch. First to check on the runner. Boy, I'm like, there is a pitch clock, right? It felt like 2 minutes between pitches there. The runner's back in safely. Still 1-1 count. 2 out. Runners at the corners. Mountie at the plate. The pitch. In there, a called strike. Right at the bottom of the zone. 1-2. That's a huge growth he got there. Should I go to the doctor, Lizzie? Should I have it looked at? Should I get it lanced? This one is popped up foul and not a play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was Westberg. Who is that? O'Hearn? Somebody took off. Who's at first base? What's on second? I don't know who's on third. Came here for the thumbs up. I might not be here long. At the lakes. Happy Memorial Weekend. Hey, same to you, Sean. Enjoy your time out there in the nature. Swung on and fouled away. Still a ball and 2 strikes. By the way, the Orioles lead all of baseball in team slugging percentage. It's almost like our offense really isn't all that bad. As much as we like to complain about one batter or another being in a slump. 1-2 the count. The Orioles. Big 2-run homer by Henderson, but trying to add a couple more. There goes the trail runner, and this one's lifted into left center. That one's going to split the gap and bounce over the wall. Unfortunately, that's going to cost us a run. Is this a situation where the umpires can intervene and say, yes, ground rule double, but the runner at first had taken off. The umpires do have a discretion in this situation. If they feel like a runner at first on a ground rule double would have scored, they can give them. But I see no talk of it here. That's unfortunate. But hey, one run is in. It's 4-0 Orioles now. Runners at second and third. Santander at the plate. First pitch has popped up. Right side should end the inning. The right fielder with a long, long run, but he finally gets to it, and the inning is over. But the Orioles put up a big 3-spot. The big shot, a 2-run homer, 17th of the season for Gunnar Henderson going opposite field. Just raw power from this kid. Such a joy to watch. We are halfway through this ball game. It's the Orioles 4, the White Sox nothing. Oh, that super chat that went by. And by the way, my friend, was it you that left one yesterday? At the end of the game, I remember I did a lot of thank yous, but I forgot to thank for the super chat. Always, folks, a big thanks for the super chat. Pocket Watch coming through again. Thank you, Pocket Watch. Oh, it wasn't you? Okay, I apologize. Somebody left one yesterday. If it wasn't my friend, who was it? Gosh darn it, I feel bad. That's not going to help for future super chats, BW. All that happened when 2 outs. That's right, O-Bird fan. A 2-out rally. Orioles magic alive and well. We got over 100 people in the chat, folks. If subscribing ain't your bag, tapping that thumb right at the bottom of your screen helps out the channel. And you don't even have to sub. Whoa! We got a ha. Wait a minute. I've never had a super chat like this. Normally, there's a way for me to hit the like button on this. And I don't know how to now. Do I just click it? What do I do? Sean, you've managed to put in a super chat, the likes of which I've never seen before. And I don't know how to like it. Obviously, I do. You see, like with this one, where'd it go? There's a little thing right here where I can give you that heart. But right here, it's just not there. But Sean, thanks. That's fantastic. Again, I thought for some reason I passed the $100 threshold, which unlocks all this stuff here with YouTube being able to actually compensate me. But it turns out they get their little cut of the action too. So those two super chats tonight will definitely put me over the mark. Thank you guys so much. Here we go, bottom of the fifth. Danny Mendick at the plate. First pitch to him is a strike. 0-1 the count. And the next one, right down Broadway, strike 2. Let me get you back up over here. I was confused. Just wanted to send you 5 from Memorial Weekend. Well, Sean, I apologize that I wasn't able to hit the like, but I'm definitely acknowledging it. There's a swing and a miss. 3-pitch strikeout on Danny Mendick. Corbin Burnes comes out here in the bottom of the fifth, gets a quick first out after getting a nice cushion from the offense. All monetized. I've still yet to see an actual the only actual compensation so far has been through my Ko-Fi donation page, which is in the description, folks. However you want to help out the channel, works for me. Whoa! Clockwork Pineapple. Any relation to Pocket Watch? Here's a line drive base hit in the right center field. And is that Lopez with a 1-out single for the White Sox? First hit of the night for Lopez. Go Orioles, go Bird. Oh, it's Lizzie. Lizzie. Oh, thanks, hon. Lizzie helping out as well. Folks, fantastic. I've already gotten more help through Super Chats tonight than I did on my birthday. Here's one foul back. One out, runner at first, bottom of the fifth. Tommy Pham at the plate. Burnes is on 65 pitches right now. He's got plenty of time left. And, yeah. Thanks again for the super chat there, Lizzie. Let me get back to the ball game here for a sec. This one is hit on the ground and hard. A diving attempt by Henderson, but it gets past him in the left field for a base hit. 2 on with only 1 out now. Pham continues to hit for these White Sox. 333 average. And he's right on the money. He's 1 for 3 tonight. 333. 2 on, 1 out. Burnes has got some work to do. A replay, 20 F-bombs from the pitcher's lips. The pitcher being... I've already forgotten who's pitching. Flexen. I'll have to go back and look. Swing and a miss. YouTube takes 30% of the super chat? Wow. All right. Well, folks, maybe you want to donate to my other page that I think only takes 10%. 30%. Man, that is highway robbery. Hit it in the air to right field, down in the corner, and out of play foul. All right. Thank you, Cantankerous. Wow, you guys are being super generous tonight. Don't everybody blow their load tonight. Spread it out. Oh, Justin, you never know. I live over here now. All right, let's try to lock in here. 0-2 count to Vaughn. Pitches outside, 1-2. 2 on, 1 out. Yes, thank you again, Cantankerous. Oh, you guys. Now is this a battle? 1-2 count on Vaughn. This one's hit hard and deep. This is trouble. That ball is going to bounce off the base of the wall. Lopez is in the score, and Vaughn's got himself an RBI double, second and third now with only 1 out. And just like that, the White Sox are going to send the tying run to the plate. All right, folks. I tell you what, Bill, thank you so much for that donation. Folks, I'm going to ask you a favor. Please, if you'd like to donate to my channel, don't do it right now. You guys have done plenty already tonight. Let's try to spread it out. And let's focus right now on trying to get out of this jam. Let's try to get out of this jam. Gavin Sheets at the plate. First pitch is up and away for ball 1. Man, folks, I'm again, I have to do what I got to do. I can't have this situation spoiled. Wow, 4 away. You guys are going crazy in the chat. What are you doing? There's a meeting on the mound between McCann and Burnes after that first pitch was off the plate. Thank you, Ryan. I mean, you guys, this feels like my birthday. Like I just, I had to wait a few days in order for the celebration to happen. Folks, I might go get that chair. There's a day off next Thursday. Next Thursday, I might get that chair. I just might do it. 1-0 pitch to Sheets is fouled at the plate, 1-1. Tell you what, Charm City, you guys, Guys, you're embarrassing me right now. Look, I'm not going to sit here and go stop. Obviously, this is all very helpful. Trust me. Well, my goodness. All right, 1-1 the count on Sheets. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Burnes gets Sheets to chase one off the plate outside. All right, come on, 2 strikes. We need a K right here with 1 out and 2nd and 3rd. Thanks, Maximus. Thank you so much. Maximus got $2 to make me holla. He gets paid to do the wild thing. 1-2. Outside 2-2. William, I don't think so. There should be like a little dollar bill there next to your chat emoji button and other things. This one's low, and the count runs full. All right, folks. We are in it right now. And McCann been over at the waist after that ball must have got a piece of him in a bad spot. Let's see. Bounced up. Oh, it hit him under the neck. Oh, that's not easy. Just that tiny little open spot between the bottom of the mask and the chest protector. That ball snuck up in there and got McCann on the neck. Trainer out there massaging the neck area. Luckily, McCann didn't break his windpipe. He's able to speak. I'm kind. You guys are kind. Charm City chat. Super kind. We get a few naysayers that come in once in a while. But yeah, you guys are going to seriously get me teary-eyed over here. Full count pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes Sheets on a curveball. That might have been foul tipped. I don't know. It's in the glove. 2 down. Burnes with a chance to get out of this jam. Come on, Ace. Come on, Ace. You're right. I do need to just ignore them. Unless there's some comedy to be had. Here's one off the plate. But in general, you're right, Pup Chase. I just flick it off of my shoulder. Paul DeYoung has a 1-0 count. 4-1 Orioles here in the bottom of the 5th. 2nd and 3rd, 2 down. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Chasing one off the plate. Does DeYoung. Count 1-1. Burnes is on 78 pitches. If he can put DeYoung away here, he should be good to go for one more inning in the 6th. 1-1 pitch. Check swing and off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Folks, I know you've been staring at that sub screen for a while. Just trying to will us out of a jam here, and we'll get you caught up with all the information you might have missed. The 2-1 pitch to DeYoung. Hit hard up the middle and through a base hit. This is going to score 2 runs. The White Sox get the big 2-out hit they were looking for. And we got ourselves a tight ball game here, folks. A 2-run single. And that makes it 4-3. Paul DeYoung gets the 2 runs back that Gunnar gave us what seems like ages ago. Orioles are on the phone. Burnes now in 80 pitches. Folks, you ready for a close ball game? And Janet is ready for the Bell Atlantic call to the bullpen. Well, for now, it's still Burnes. Jokes at the plate, and he goes to right center. Come on, Tony, get in there. Make that catch. Santander comes on to make the catch, and the inning is over. Burnes gives up 2 runs on a 2-out RBI base knock by Paul DeJong. The White Sox back in the ballgame, but the Orioles do have the lead still. We go to the 6th. Orioles 4, White Sox 3, and Super Chats going crazy. Guys, I mean, we're talking about more than all other nights combined. William, thank you. And I don't know why for some of you I can hit this little button. For some of you I can't. I really don't know why. But of course, to all of you, my most humble of thanks. The chair fund. I swear, I might. And we 5 gifted memberships. Holy Toledo! 5 randos. Janet. Well, first of all, Janet just deserves it. She's a mod. Fitzy. Barely ever here. Hey, Curtis. You just scored. Sean the Whip Whipple, if he ever shows up again during a game. He seems to always be around before or after. I don't know what's going on during, but Sean, you've just been gifted a membership. Be sure to thank somebody. You guys are crazy. Lizzie handing out memberships. Yeah, guys, keep this up. I'm not just gonna get a gaming chair. I'm gonna get one that's got like the ottoman. I'm gonna have my feet up. Maybe a massage thing built in. Little mini fridge on the side. Oh, maybe I'll just hire some masseuses. I'm kidding, of course. I do need to get a new computer as well. I do. Because if for no other reason, one, if anything were to happen to this, I don't have a backup, and I don't want to be stuck in a situation where I got to miss a game because I don't have the stuff I need. So, yeah, backup stuff. There's so much stuff, guys. But listen, there's something I'm understanding since I've started this channel, which is this is actually looking like something that could turn into something. So I'm gonna invest. Okay, here we go. Top of the 6th. Once again, folks, all the super chats tonight, gifted memberships, the whole shebang. You guys, the generosity is outstanding. 0-1 pitch. There's a called strike 2. Austin Hayes at the plate with an 0-2 count, leading it off in the top of the 6th. Oh, no need to apologize, my friend. First of all, never make fun of another man's hat. That's just bad ethics. 0-2 the count on Hayes. And this one's hit on the ground to the left side. Third baseman bobbles it. The ball pops out of his glove, and Hayes is going to be safe. Let's see how they score this. The White Sox have an error on the board. Was that it? I mean, that should be an error. All right, folks, new rally. Are you all caught up? Nobody out, runner at first. Said Mullins coming up. We go back to the subscreen looking for number 888. Folks, if you're watching right now and you're not subbed, you are 3 away from having one of the most special numbers you can have as an Orioles fan. The number 8 tripled. Mullins takes a pitch outside for ball 1. We got the leadoff man on. And now we need to start to build this lead back up again. Next pitch to Mullins is lifted foul off to the left. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's 886. 2 away from Ripken territory. There is action in the White Sox bullpen. A lefty up. Tanner Banks. Pitch to Mullins upstairs. 2-1. The top 2 hitters in the lineup tonight have done most of the damage for the Orioles. 2-1 pitch. This one's fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thank you. Well, 886. It was nice while you were here. You know, that's how it goes. You take 9 steps forward, you take 1 step back. That's still a net gain of 8 steps. 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air. This one going to get out of play. Mullins had lost track of it for a sec. Still 2-2. Nobody out in the top of the 6th. Orioles 4, White Sox 3. The Orioles made it a 3-run lead on a 2-run homer by Gunnar Henderson, and then a how did that other RBI get in? Swing and a miss by Mullins. He goes down. First out here in the top of the 6th. But yeah, the White Sox coming back with 2 runs of their own. Mullins goes down swinging. And I believe it's Jorge Mateo's turn. Yes, indeed. Mateo at the plate. And the first pitch to him is low. There is rain starting to fall at the ballpark. Guess what, folks? It's an official game right now. And we're in a winning position. This one's low, 2-0 the count. But let's say, for instance, they had to stop the game right now. This would not be your final. The White Sox would be allowed to get their chances to bat in the bottom half of the 6th. It'd be another suspension situation. And we wouldn't want that now, would we? This pitch is just a bit high to Mateo, and now he's got a 3-0 count. With guess who on deck? Let's hurry up and get to Gunnar Henderson on deck. The pitch, called a strike. Mateo had taken half a step toward first. Count 3-1 now. Hayes at first. 1 away. Gunnar on deck. Pitch. Lifted in the air to the right side, foul. Solid swing there by Mateo. Mateo really blossoming into a solid hitter at the plate. It has to be said. He's not just up there sort of getting lucky. He's putting together some real good at-bats. Here's a check on Hayes. Back in with a slide. All right, folks. We're in the top of the 6th. Orioles 4, White Sox 3, 1 out, runner at first, and a payoff pitch coming to Mateo. There goes Hayes, and this one's grounded straight back to the backstop. Folks, number 888. Who wants it? I mean, what? I'd take it if I could. In fact, where's my phone? Do I have another account? I'll sign up for. I want to be number 888. Kyle Ripken's my hero. I'm going to have to wait on it. Mateo. Oh, another check on the runner. Hayes. That's 2. Uh-oh. Now my phone's making noise. I should have never opened you up. I'm sorry. Go away now. All right. Another payoff pitch. There goes Hayes. Outside. Mateo swings and misses the throw down, and they got him. It's a double play. Ouch. That was ball 4 that Mateo swung at. All he has to do is lay off the pitch, and he got 2 on and only 1 out. Instead, he swings, misses. Hayes is nailed at second. And that whole rally has gone belly up. All right, bottom of the 6th we go. Orioles 4, White Sox 3. One more inning for Burnes, I would imagine. 81 pitches at the moment. Due up for the White Sox, 6, 7, and 8. Lee, Benintendi, and Mendick. You said Mendick. This guy did top MLB stadium rankings 2024, and Camden Yards got 7. That's just ridiculous. Anybody who puts Camden Yards out of the top 4 is sniffing bath salts, okay? Like, for me, honestly, it's a number 1. It is. It's number. I get it with Wrigley and Fenway. I get it with the history and everything else. But I mean, it's getting to the point now where Camden Yards has been around for more than a generation. Oh boy, the Beavis and Butthead gang are out.
Yeah. Let's try to win. I want to win. I want this team to get on fire. Fire.
All right. Yeah, number 7. I'd like to know who number like here. I'll tell you this: the one modern ballpark that I think is on par with us is PNC Park in Pittsburgh. That place is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. As Fox types it in, I guess I wasn't sleeping, Fox. I guess sometimes your boy just needs to process some thoughts in his mind and be given a chance to say the thing. Come on, Fox, have some faith in your boy. I ain't sleeping. In fact, I literally don't sleep. PNC was 8. All right. That list is a joke. That list is a joke. What do they got? Let me guess. San Francisco, right? Because of all the water. I mean, San Francisco's nice. I tell you, this is the one I don't agree with. Dodger Stadium. Corey Lee shows bunt. First pitch. Burnes is going to have to pounce on it, and the ball is not handled by Mountcastle. It pops out of his glove on a bang-bang play at first, and just like that, the White Sox have the tying run on and nobody out. Oh, my God. Yeah, Busch Stadium is not as good as Camden Yards. I'm sorry. I get that they have a great fan base and all that, but no. Not for me. Coors Field, I know a lot of people like it, but nah. Thank you, Fox. Petco is nice, but I actually think they've done some things. There's a conference between the umpires. I guess I should pay attention. What is this about? Well, there went my blanket again. Hold on, folks. I need to figure out what the hell's going on here. Right now, Brandon Hyde is being talked to by the home plate umpire. Corey Lee reached on a bunt. Yeah, the one thing that I didn't quite understand was that bunt was only a couple of feet out in front of the plate. I don't understand why McCann didn't field that ball, why Corbin Burnes was asked basically to run 50 feet up and field the ball. He did get the ball there perhaps in time. But I'm wondering if Brandon Hyde is saying here that maybe McCann was interfered with, which is why Burnes was forced to try to make the play. That's the best I can decipher here. Well, McCann got hit with the bat. All right, well, that is kind of interference. No wonder he couldn't field the ball. Well, either way, we don't get anything to help us out. Runner at first, nobody out. First pitch now is a called strike to Andrew Benintendi. We are in the bottom of the sixth. The Orioles, 4-3 lead. White Sox have the tying run on at first base. Nobody out. Pitch. Hit on the ground. Diving attempt by Mountcastle. And now Mateo gets the ball and goes to second. What a heads-up play there by Jorge Mateo. We get the lead runner on a ground ball to the right side. Mountcastle with a diving attempt. So that pretty much left the first base bag unoccupied. Mateo said, you know what? I still got time to get the force at second. So he got to that ball, made a quick spin and throw over to second base. Accurate throw. Big out there. Wait, why are they saying no outs on the board? It said 1 out here on my screen, and now it says 0 outs. All right, now it says 1 out again. I don't know what's going on with my screen. Here's a breaking ball low and away to Danny Mendick. M-E-N, Men, D-I-C-K, Dick. Danny Mendick. Just making sure everybody knows how to pronounce it. 1-1 count. There goes the runner, and that ball is thrown into center field, and now he's going to get up and go to third. My God, the tying run. Steals second. McCann throws it into the outfield, and now the tying run at third with only 1 out. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. Corbin Burnes just trying to get through 6 innings with this lead. McCann threw from his knees. He never got up, and he threw it right into the outfield. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. Okay, come on. We need a strikeout like nobody's business on Danny Mendick. The infield is drawn in. 2-2 pitch. It's laid off. Ball 3. Corbin. 88 pitches. It's time to empty the tank, buddy. We might need about 10 more pitches out of you, and they all got to be perfect. Payoff pitch. Popped up. Come on, stay shallow. Stay shallow. In comes said. Way shallow. Too shallow for the runner to tag up. All right. 2 down. 2 down. Runner still rooted at third base. Oh, my. Shut your mouth. I'm just talking about said. All right, Nicky Lopez takes a breaking ball for a called strike. All right, here we go, Corbin. Last batter for you. Get him out. Get into the dugout with a quality start officially and a chance for the W. Check swing foul. Lopez was trying to back out of the way, but was mid-swing in the process, and the ball fouls off the bat. So a nasty pitch there by Burnes had Lopez tied up in knots. Got him 0-2. Put him away. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Strike 3. Get us out of this inning. We go to the 7th. Somehow still ahead in this ball game. Orioles 4, White Sox 3. Late innings. Let's go. Good Lord. You know, I saw my doctor this week to get my prescription, refilled and all that. And I see him every 5 weeks. And he's like, he doesn't call me BW, but for the sake of the anecdote, he's like, hey, BW, you've been dropping a lot of weight here the last couple of times. What's going on? A change to your diet? I'm like, no. You just out there, you going to the gym? No. More walking? Not really. Pretty much the normal amount. Well, how do you explain this? I think it's the anxiety of being a play-by-play announcer for the Baltimore Orioles every single day for the last near 2 months. That might have something to do with it. He's like, all right, well, take care of yourself. Oh, jeez. Top of the 7th. 9, 1, and 2 due up. McCann, Gunnar, and Westberg. Boy, Gunner's due up again. You know where we're going to be for Gunnar. And again, folks, number 888. Look at that lovely number. If you turn, folks, turn your device 90 degrees, and you'll see infinity 3 times. That's how long I plan on doing this. Triple infinity. Whoa. Hey, if you think that's cool, wait till I tell you about some of the things you can find on the dollar bill. The Illuminati people, they're coming for you. By the way, 6-0 Yankees in the 3rd inning, all over the Padres. So go ahead and assume that one's in the books. We need a win tonight. 6-0 Yankees in the 3rd already. Juan Soto with a home run. Lizzie, I have no idea. Up and in. Ball 1 to McCann. Well, I guess that means he wasn't an Orioles fan, Lizzie, because that was our worst season. 88. McCann's got a 1-0 count, leading it off here in the 7th, and he looks at a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to James McCann, leading it off in the top of the 7th. 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Pitch. Big cut and a miss. Boy, McCann really dialed up on a fastball. In on the hands. Nothing doing there. How you doing there, Katron? Would it be okay to let pitchers use sticky stuff so they aren't constantly getting hurt? This one is upstairs for ball 1. My friend, I don't think it's the sticky stuff that's the difference maker in pitching injuries. It's really got a lot to do with going all the way down to when these guys are young. Here's a swing and a miss. McCann goes down swinging for the first out here in the top of the 7th. The problem is too many of these pitchers are throwing certain types of pitches that are just putting ridiculous amounts of stress on their arms. And, the velocity constantly has to increase. There's a constant battle to be like who can throw harder than who, because nobody's even going to look at you unless you can throw X amount, 97 or something. A lot of these guys are getting Tommy John surgery, but while they're still teenagers, it's getting pretty ridiculous. Gunnar Henderson at the plate. After a first pitch ball, he takes a breaking ball for a called strike. Gunnar, of course, with the big 2-run homer. He also has a double tonight. Just crushing it right now. 1-1 pitch hit on the ground, right side. First baseman on a bounce. Easy play to take it to the bag himself. And there are 2 down here in the 7th. Who's cheating? He said. Sticky stuff. What are you guys talking about? Who's cheating? Okay, Tom, we're just talking about pitcher injuries and what might be the cause of them and stuff like that. This one is off the plate to Jordan Westburg. Westburg's got an RBI double. Part of that rally. Next pitch is hitting the air to right. It's not going to do it, though. It'll get jolks to the track, but that's it. Westburg flies out to the warning track opposite field, and the Orioles go quietly here in the 7th. Folks, I know we're on the road, but that doesn't mean we can't sit back and, I don't know, get up and stretch a little bit. It's 7th inning stretch time here. Let's throw some cakes on the griddle. Get those cakes up in chat, folks. The more cakes, the merrier. We're trying to see a 1-run lead all the way home. Hoping for more. Nothing beats fun at the old ballpark, everybody. Nothing beats fun at the old ballpark. There you go. Somebody had to be 889. Wow, 11 away from 900. We'll get there tomorrow, if not tonight. Wow, 900. And then the countdown to 1,000. And folks, trust me, we get to 1,000, your boy's taking a break from the sales pitch. Just give me a few days to... I mean, if we need the sub screen, if we need the magic of the sub screen, we'll have it on standby. Don't you worry. But in general, I feel like everybody who's helped this channel grow deserves a couple of days of rest from hearing me throw out that sales pitch night in and night out. Fantastic stuff, though. We go top of the order. And I guess we're going to have a new pitcher, obviously. Burnes has to be done. So before I even scroll down, let me look. Righty, righty, lefty, and then a righty. So 3 out of 4 right-handed. You got to go to a righty. Do you go Webb or do you go Cano? Folks, type it in right now. Nobody cheat. If you already know, don't cheat. Webb or Cano? Who do you want? I'm thinking maybe it's Cano with a lefty in the 8th and Kimbrel in the 9th. But I think Webb might be an option. Dylan Tate just called back up. Not sure they'd throw him out here in this spot. Sean, you got to get off. Hey, that's no reason to apologize. Hey, folks, anytime you got a way to go get off, please, have at it. Life is short. It is Yenier Cano on the mound, folks. Your boy, the BirdWatcher, just knows. Appearance number 25, ERA of 2.91. First pitch is a strike. The next one just misses the bottom of the zone on the outside corner. And the count 1-1 on Tommy Pham. The Pham man. There's a called strike. 1-2. Cano on in relief of Corbin Burnes. The pitch. Hit on the ground, left side. Backhanded by Westburg, but it's a foul ball. 1-2 the count. Listening to BW gets you in the mood. Pool, I think you're talking about Barry White. That's a different BW. Now, Barry White, he'll get you in the mood. Oh, no. The scoreboard, man. I mean, if you had a chance to see it, folks, you saw it. 2-2 the count. On the batter at the plate. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Tommy Pham goes down swinging. One away in the seventh. You know how my dad met my mom? Speaking of cheaters and all-around scumbags, he was watching Pete Rose play in the Reds before he managed them. He was a player. Yeah. He was in a frat, and she came in. Love at first sight. All right, folks, get ready. Andrew Vaughn, first pitch swinging, opposite field and deep, and this ball has left the yard. The White Sox have tied the ball game in the bottom of the seventh on a solo home run by Andrew Vaughn off a Yenier Cano. Fourth home run of the season for Vaughn. And just like that, we're back to square one. Goodbye win for Corbin Burnes. Although it has to be said, he didn't exactly pitch lights out today for us. All right, brand new ball game. Now Gavin Sheets, the dangerous left-handed hitter at the plate. He swings and fouls one away. 0-1 the count. Oh, my goodness, man. I saw the run pop up in the corner of my eye, and this is why, folks. I don't know what to do about it. How I've looked into it. Like, how do you slow down a website? How do you just slow it down a little bit? I don't know how to do it. If anybody knows, hit me up. This pitch is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Gavin Sheets. 1 out, nobody on. The White Sox have tied the ball game up on a solo shot by Andrew Vaughn. Man, oh man, oh man. On a night where we got Corbin Burnes on the mound. This one's fouled off to the left. Still 1-2. And I was also hoping to avoid having another lucky before this game was over. But that looks like that's not happening. The 1-2 pitch is outside, ball 2. Maybe I need my own display. How do you mean? I just create my own website that somehow has its own stat tracker? This one's fouled behind the plate. Still 2-2 on Sheets. Folks, the best thing I can do, and I hope this works out this way, is that when I get a new computer, it'll be an upgrade on what I got now. It'll allow me to do some extra things that I can't do now. Here's a hard hit grounder to second, stopped by Mateo on a knee. He gets up and throws out Gavin Sheets. 2 down, base is empty. Cano just had to give up the home run ball. Man, just keep it in the park. Ugh. All right, 2 down for Paul DeJong. First pitch to him is inside. 4-4 ball game, bottom of the 7th. Game 2 of 4. Swing and a miss. Cano 96 with the gas. DeJong had that big 2-run single in his last at bat. This one's a little bit off the plate outside. 2-1 on Paul DeJong. Pool. Pull is going to attempt to make some non-sex related comment at some point during the evening. I got a feeling this one's fouled away. Still 2-2 on Paul DeJong. New computer, who dis? Two count. Swung on and fouled off to the left. We will do it again. Cano is about to throw his 20th pitch of the inning. Here comes another 2-2. Hit in the air, foul off to the right. Pitch number 21 to come. Seventh pitch of the at-bat. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Cano gets the strikeout. He pumps his glove, but I'm not sure why. Cano, you gave up the game-tying homer. You kind of didn't do your job there. I mean, we're not losing. I guess that's something to feel good about, but we're not winning either. We go to the eighth. Tied at 4. My goodness. All right, James with the hot take. All right. I'm assuming we're probably going to go with a lefty next. Benintendi will be due up in the next inning. I think Jokes and Lee are both right-handed, but there's not a whole lot of left. You got Sheets, Benintendi, and then Lopez is a switch hitter. There aren't a whole lot of lefties in this lineup, but, you know, we've got a lot of lefty arms in the bullpen. Somebody's got to throw from the left side. If we use all our righties tonight and we look at a similar lineup tomorrow, then we're going to have to go to a lefty then. I mean, you know, we got to figure out a way to balance it out. So I'm going to say Coulomb would be my choice because he's the lefty with the nastiest stuff. And I feel like he can get out the right-handers. What a joke. Is it a joke? It's a joke. James, Murderers Row Yankees. I'm sure if you went through the box score of that 1929 Yankees team, you're going to find a game where maybe they were tied with the St. Louis Browns at 2-2 in the eighth or something. I mean, give me a break, dude. The joke is you with your takes. That's the joke. What are you talking about, dude? I mean, at least wait until, you know, a result where you can sit there and go, man, how did that happen? But you're going to actually sit here during a tie game and complain about that we're tied. Okay. Makes total sense to me. Outcome completely up in the air. Why not just dump on the team, right? Makes sense. John Brebbia out to pitch. This is his 18th appearance of the season. He's got an ERA over 5. And we've got the heart of the order up here with Ryan O'Hearn up first. Big cut and a miss. Strike one. Yeah, James. There's a called strike. And guess what, James? There's going to be another night before the end of the season where we're up 7-0 on somebody while the Yankees are tied with a team that's not good. What are you going to do on that night? Are you going to come in and report that? I got a feeling you won't. I got a feeling you're only going to be in here to tell us things that... By the way, it's starting to rain. By the way, James, I'm done. I learned my lesson last night. I'm done, all right? Here's a pitch in the dirt. Anything else you got to say? See if anybody cares. 1-2 count on O'Hearn. Next pitch from Brebbia. That ball's line drive, base hit down into the right field corner, up against the wall, and it stops there as O'Hearn will be able to get to second easily with a lead-off double. Yes. Hey, James, guess what? I'm not in the mood. Bye. Honestly, get out of here. We got a rally going. See you, James. Here we go. Rally screen time. We've got the go-ahead run in scoring position with nobody out. And for some reason, that's more important to me than some goofball that can't take a hint. Mountcastle at the plate. The pitch. Low for ball one. The 1-0 pitch. Laid off outside, 2-0. I almost feel like we should pinch run for O'Hearn at second. That's such a huge run out there. This one's drilled. Oh, but it's going to go right to the center fielder. Man, Mountcastle hit that right on the line. But it's hit so hard that O'Hearn doesn't even have time to tag. Oh, my goodness. Mountcastle really hit the ever-living crap out of that baseball. But right to the center fielder who got the ball back in a hurry. Man. So close. Santander at the plate. Get those taters in the chat, folks. First pitch is up and away for ball one. Give me all the taters. Give me all of them. O'Hearn at second, one away. Off the plate, ball two. Off the plate, ball two. Brebbia is not good. Leadoff double to O'Hearn. Next batter takes it 105 off the bat, I'd say at least. Now you're 2-0 on Santander. Inside, ball three. Tony, take another. Unless it's right out over the plate. Folks, anybody got any ketchup? I've never seen so many tots. The 3-0. Come on, Blue. That was such a, I'll give it to you because it's 3-0. I mean, that might have, all right, whatever. The catcher, it didn't even hit the catcher's target. He had to move the ball farther off the plate. Whatever, 3-1 the count. The pitch. This one's lifted foul and out of play. And the count goes full. Full count. Runner at second. The go-ahead run. With one out. Rain still falling here. The pitch to Santander. Lifted foul behind the plate. A pitch a couple inches off the outside. And right now, there seems to be communication between the grounds crew and the umpires. They are trying to get through this at-bat. They might be covering the field here as soon as this at-bat's over. Come on, Tony, hang in there. The pitch, up and away. Oh, why did you swing at it? Man, that would have been ball four. You can tell Brebbia doesn't have it. Don't you dare go out there. Let this at-bat go. Don't you dare stop this at-bat. I don't think the pitcher's got a good grip on the ball, and I don't think he can throw a strike unless it's a fat one. Payoff pitch. Upstairs, ball four. Ball four. And now the umpire and the ground screw guy, are they going to be able to get on the same page or what? Ground screw guy just standing there with a base in his hand. It looks like the umpires want to keep it going. You grounds crews with your tarps, leave us alone. Leave us alone with your tarps. And now, okay, so if the White Sox are worried, then why are they coming out here for a long meeting on the mound? What kind of shit? I swear to God, the White Sox must have seen what happened to us in St. Louis. And now they're trying to figure out their own version of this. It's a 4-4 ball game there, Shante. Top of the 8th. The Orioles have the go-ahead run at second and another runner at first with only one out. And the pitcher, Brebbia, for the White Sox has not looked effective at all. Hey, by the way, Fitzy, are you enjoying your gifted membership to my channel? I don't know if you've noticed, but you got a pair of binoculars. You should be thanking Lizzie for that. This one is in the dirt. As we're back underway with Colton Cowser on the pinch hit. Folks, hurry up. The milkman's up. Is this Cowser on for Hayes? The 1-0 pitch. Outside 2-0. This is what I'm telling you. Brebbia, I don't think he's got any command with the wet conditions out there. He's constantly trying to wipe the mud off his cleats. So between landing correctly and grip on the baseball, just let him keep throwing it out of the zone. 2-0 pitch. Fouled away, and that one was right down the middle. Boy, this really does feel like a chance to take advantage of the situation right here because Brebbia seems to only have two options. Completely miss the target or just a get me over pitch down the middle. If you can guess right, you can draw a walk or you can hit the crap out of the baseball. We need something here. Tying run at second, go ahead run at second base. We're tied right now. And another big run out there at first. 2-1 the count on the milkman. Here comes the pitch. That one's in there. Cowser looking down the left field corner. Just foul. Just foul. Cowser looking for extra bases in the opposite field corner. 2-2 the count. Double barrel action up in Chicago. Kopech. And I missed the other guy, but we got a lefty and a righty. And now another meeting on the mound. How many has this been in this inning? The umpire already out here to break it up while Brebbia continues to scrape the mud off of his cleats. I feel like the White Sox are just begging the umpires to put a pause on this game, but it looks like it's not raining hardly at all now. Now it's just a matter of it being a little wet out there. Okay, we're going to get a cleat replacement, a cleat scraping device, whatever you want to call it. And boy, that thing is really dug in there. You might need something to pry that open, like a crowbar, my friend. We got a guy out there right now trying with his hands to pry open this cleat plate behind the mound. There he goes. He's got a grip. He's got a grip. There you go. There you go. There's a brand new, get it all ready to go there, Brebbia. All right, you happy? This is ridiculous. If anybody's got a foot fetish, this is the game for you. All right. Let's go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Cowser at the plate. And the pitch. Breaking ball. Low. Wow. How did Cowser lay off that pitch? Man. Crowd wanted it. I mean, it definitely had the plate. Just dipped a little bit low. The count goes full, folks. Are you on the edge of your seat? I'm on the edge of mine. Tie ball game, payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled away. We'll do it again. And by the way, another factor that's in our favor more and more. Brebbia now 22 pitches in the inning. So he's been dealing with the elements. He's been dealing with his footing and his mud on his cleats. He's been dealing with his command at the plate. He's been dealing with a high pitch count. The pitch. Swung on. Hit off the end of the bat. Get down. No, the center fielder's got it. Second out of the inning. Oh, another ball that got me excited off the bat. But right to the center fielder. A line drive. 2 down. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness gracious. Are we going to have another pitching change now? And it looks like it. With Cedric Mullins coming up, a lefty. No, a righty is coming out. They're going to bring out a righty to face Mullins when they had a lefty loose? Okay. Whatevs. Let's get you caught up on everything on the scoreboard here, folks. Cowser's at bat is now over. There you go. He lined out the center. 7 pitch at bat. Just could not get what he needed there. Chicago, 4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. The Orioles, 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. The Orioles scored the first 4 runs of the game. The White Sox have scored the last 4 runs of the game. Cedric Mullins is going to come up. He's 0 for 3 so far today. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, look at this counter move. Look at this counter move from Hyde. Oh, you're going to bring out a righty, huh? To face Mullins? All right, how about I'll just throw Adley Rutschman at you. Adley Rutschman about to come on to pinch hit. And we just might be losing our DH spot, folks. Because I got a feeling if this inning extends to McCann, he'll be lifted for a pinch hitter. Rutschman will stay in the catch, and then we'll lose the DH. It's worked out for us before, folks. By the way, we've only been through 2 pitchers. Chicago about to go through pitcher number 5, Michael Kopech. That's right, folks. Adley Rutschman is going to be the man to hit. And that's all the info you got right there, folks. Hopefully that gets you all nice and caught up because we're going to go back to the sub screen. Too big of a spot for anything to get spoiled for me. And once again, folks, a friendly reminder to anybody in chat. We're late in the ball game. Here are the rules of chat. Number 1, no spoilers. If you're watching the game with the sound down and you're ahead of me, do yourself a favor right now. And when something happens, pause the game and then allow me to make the call on that action. Unpause your game, and then you'll be all nice and synced up. That way you don't even have to worry about spoiling anything. But, yeah, also betting and politics, you know, whatever. Not my cup of tea. All right? By the way, thanks as always to the mods in chat for doing a fantastic job. Keeping Charm City chat nice and charming. I'm going to actually work on getting together a special lucky for after the ball game because I'm going to need one. Michael Kopech. Appearance number 21. Opponents hitting only 182 off of him. He was a Yankee at one point, wasn't he? I vaguely remember him on the Yankees. All right, here we go. Adley at the plate. First and second, 2 down. The pitch upstairs for ball 1. All right, Adley. It's time to use those Adley skills. Eagle eye at the plate. Go with the pitch where it's thrown. Pitch. Upstairs, check swing. Oh, he went around. Man, Adley, come on. What are you doing offering at that? What are you doing offering at that? I know you want to hit that big bomb, dude. We just need a base hit right now. Inside, 2-1. Why are we typing that in the chat right now? Please tell me that's not a spoiler. 2-1 the count. Way outside, 3-1. So the only strike in this at-bat so far was Adley chasing. Otherwise, he'd already be on base with the bases loaded. 3-1 count. All right, Adley. I know you see a hitter's count and your eyes are going to get really big, but you got to lock in right here, buddy. A walk isn't the end of the world either. Make him throw you a good pitch. Here it comes. He goes after a high fastball and is able to foul it out of play. But man. Late on it. Under it. Full count. 2 out. 2 on. 4-4 game in the top of the 8th. The pitch. Line drive. And a diving. Did he catch it? No, it's trapped. Thank Lord Jesus. There's a play at the plate. And somehow Santander is safe as well. It's a RBI 2-run something. Rutschman's at second base. I think it's a single, and he takes second on the throw in. But, man, that ball got trapped on a diving stop. So close. I don't think he'll get credit for a double here. Oh, yeah, that ball was definitely bouncing in front of him. Benintendi did well to keep that ball from getting away from him. But Benintendi threw the ball in. Yeah, Adley hadn't even started to go to second base. How was Santander safe, by the way? Wow, I guess that tag did miss. Wow, the Orioles. Rutschman with the clutch 2-run, I'm going to call it a single. And the Orioles lead 6-4. Yeah, I don't see a second error on the board, so. Or, I'm sorry. Did they call it a double? Yeah, Rutschman single. And it's a single. I just heard the announcers on the TV say Rutschman had a double. You don't know how baseball works, do you? All right, 6-4 Orioles. Back out on top. Kyle Stowers has come in to run for Adley Rutschman. So never mind about losing the DH. McCann will stay in the game, obviously, with Rutschman completely out of it. We got nobody else to catch. So Stowers will eventually take over for Hayes in the field. On the pinch run, Mateo at the plate, 2 down. Stowers at second base. Everybody all caught up? Your boys got you covered. 0-1 to Mateo is hit on the ground. Second base. This should do it, and it does. Mateo ends the inning with a grounder to second. But the Orioles, Brandon Hyde says, oh, you're going to bring out a new pitcher to face Mullins? All right. Let me see who I got on my bench. Here's a all-star, Adley Rutschman. Rutschman comes in. 2-run single. Orioles lead 6-4. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Is it something about the letter J? Why is it guys named like Jack and James? Are there any Joeys out there with a problem? Any Joaquins? Jerry with a J? My favorite moment last night was when Matt reported that Jack Crick had left the chat. He just said, yeah, jack off. Like, oh, we got a report coming in. Jack off. Oh, Janet, I'm sorry. How could I? How could I? What I don't understand is why guys like Jack and Jay, why aren't they getting together and like doing their own thing? Like start a podcast with a bunch of guys sitting around trying to see who can out-complain who. I'd actually tune in for that. Just watch two guys go, no, it's worse than that. It's worse. You don't know the half of it. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, only 2 runs up? He only beat this team by 2 runs? Yeah, trolls are everywhere, but not every troll actually sits there, takes the time to learn things like, oh, this particular player is in a slump, and I want this guy, you know. These are trolls doing research. Okay, Kyle Stauer stays in the game in left, and Kowser moves from left to center field with Mullins now out of the ball game. Danny Coulombe, the guy who I told you should come out to pitch, is out to pitch. First pitch is fouled off to the left. It's almost like I know my stuff. And it's almost like everybody who comes in here talking a bunch of smack and trying to make me act like, oh, you don't really know what's going on, do you? It's almost like they don't really know. Corey Julks at the plate. 0-1 pitch is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. But that's okay. Proof is in the pudding, folks. 1-1 count on Julks, leading it off here in the bottom of the 8th. Next pitch, breaking ball and a beauty from Coulombe, and the count 1-2. And I can already see over here. What are you doing? I can't, folks. I can't with this, I can't. We're back here, man. Hit in the air and off to the right side. Still 1-2 the count. Yeah, what are we doing not scoring 15? Why can't we score as much as the Ravens? I know, my friend. I know. 1-2 pitch is hit in the air, right center, and it's going to fall in front of both outfielders for a leadoff single. Corey Julks leads off the bottom of the 8th with a bloop shot to right center, and that'll get the tying run to the plate just like that. Folks, you didn't think this would be easy tonight, did you? I mean, when's the last time we had an inning where I could just take it easy? This is like, yeah, I need a breather here. First pitch swung on and missed. Who's up right now? Corey Lee with a big cut and a miss on a breaking ball from Coulombe. Lee tonight 2 for 3, a pair of singles. His average up to 282. This one's inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 6-4 Orioles in the bottom of the 8th. White Sox with the leadoff man on and the tying run at the plate. Pitch. This one's hit on the ground. Third base. Westberg goes to second for 1. Mateo to first. 2. A double play. Rack 'em up. 2 down. Bases empty. That's what I'm talking about. 5-4-3. 4 outs to get. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Benintendi, first pitch swinging, goes into left center, backing up and making the catch is Cowser near the track. And this inning is over. Danny Coulombe comes in, gets 3 outs. I got a feeling we'll see Kimbrel in the 9th. We go to the top of the 9th. Orioles 6. White Sox 4. So Benintendi made that last out. So here's the deal, folks. Kimbrel will come in with at minimum a 2-run lead and facing the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. The 8 and 9 hitters, guys, stink. Okay? They stink. There's no excuse for Kimbrel. You come out there and you throw strikes to Danny Mendick. I will not sit here and have my day ruined by Mendick. All right? I didn't get up bright and early in the morning only to get bent over by some Mendick. All right? So, Kimmy, when you get out there and you get on the bump and you stare down that Mendick, you take care of that Mendick. All right? You take care of that Mendick like Tracy Lords or something. I don't know. Old reference. But a John Waters tie-in, so it helps. It all goes back to Baltimore, folks. Hang with me. All right. You know how much fun I would have? Folks, I was great at being a heckler at ball games, especially, low turnout games where I'd sneak down right near the dugouts or whatever. I used to throw out some great heckles, but man, the kind of fun I would have with Danny Mendick. All right, Tanner Banks, the lefty, on to start the top of the 9th. The Orioles will have McCann, followed by Gunnar and Jordan. Top of the 9th. Yeah, me, a heckler? Get out of here. Me being, kind of a smartass? Nah, that's not me. Not me at all. Folks, we're back to the subscreen. All right. Hey, it could be worse, Matt. There used to be a cornerback for the Detroit Lions back in the 90s. You know what his name was? Harry Colon. Yeah, have fun with that in school. James McCann at the plate. First pitch is a called strike, a tough one. Is that a slider? That one's sweeping across the top of the zone for strike 1. Next pitch, swung on and missed. McCann takes the strike and then swings at a ball. 0-2 the count. This one's also in the dirt. This time McCann lays off. 6-4 Orioles in the top of the 9th. Another dramatic affair. Doesn't seem to matter who we play. The good teams, the bad teams, we'll make it exciting. Here's a ground ball to short. Should be easy. McCann is thrown out. 1 away in the 9th. Janet is not a troll. Of course not. Damn it, Janet, I love you. Just a Rocky Horror reference, Janet. Don't freak out. Gunnar Henderson at the plate. Takes a first pitch strike from Banks. Kimbrel is getting loose. Next pitch is low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike on Gunnar. Oh, boy. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Top of the zone, Henderson. Not his best cut there. Felt like he reacted a little late on that one. 1-2 the count. You ever been to a Turkish prison? You like to hang around a gymnasium? The 1-2 pitch. This one's hit on the ground right side on a couple of bounces. And Henderson will be retired on the ground out. 2 away. Last chance to add to this lead. Jordan Westburg will come up to the plate. Do you like movies about gladiators? No, Billy can stay. Westburg, first pitch. Man, that low and away pitch by Banks. He's going to keep getting that call. 0-1 on Westburg. 1 for 3 with a double, a walk, an RBI, and a run scored. Outside, 1-1. Baltimore 6, Chicago 4. The Orioles scored the first 4 runs of the game. The White Sox scored the next 4 until Baltimore got the lead back in the top half of the 8th. 1-2 the count now in Westburg. This one is hit on the ground and off to the left side foul. Folks, once again, thanks so much for all the new subscribers tonight. Let's see where it began tonight. 16. That's good. That's pretty good. It would have taken 26 to get to 900, and that's a lot. So 16, solid. 900 tomorrow looks pretty good. And folks, all the super chats tonight, I don't even know where to begin with that. 1-2 pitch. That's one's hitting the air, but going to stay up there for the center fielder who ranges to his right into the left field gap to make the catch. We go to the bottom of the 9th, folks. Strap in. It's going to be Kimbrel against Danny Mendick. I haven't seen so much Mendick since I watched Magic Mike. But here we go. More Mendick on the way. The law says you cannot touch. But I think I see a lot of lawbreakers out there tonight. Do you really like all of Mel Brooks's movies? Really? Dracula, Dead and Loving It? We got to draw the line somewhere. I'm just kidding. I love Mel Brooks. Young Frankenstein's one of my favorite movies of all time. Not even genre based. Not even one of my favorite comedies of all time. Just movies. Love Young Frankenstein. Spaceballs. See, I feel like Spaceballs is where Mel sort of kind of lost his touch. Like it got too referential and less, what do you call it? His early parodies, they provided commentary. There was a little substance to the jokes. Then jokes just sort of became, hey, remember this from that movie? All right, well, here it is. Where are the white women at? Yeah, from Blazing Saddles. Classic line. I like the hospital reference. It's a big white building with patients, but that's not important right now. When do you think we can land this plane? I'm sorry, I just can't tell you. I'm a doctor. You can tell me. No, I mean, I really don't know. You don't know whether or not this plane can land in an hour? No, I mean, I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, putting on the Ritz. Put it on the Ritz! All right, enough already. Craig Kimbrell on the mound, folks. Lock in. Here we go. Gavin Sheets at the plate. I'm sorry, Zach DeLoach. It looked like Gavin Sheets. We got a pinch hitter. DeLoach is on for Mendick. That's what you did. You replaced Mendick. All right. DeLoach looks at a called strike. 0-1 the count, leading it off here in the bottom of the ninth. The Orioles with a 2-run lead for Kimbrell. Next pitch is fouled away. 0-2. They would never dare send up Mendick in this situation. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss! Yes! He chased the high fastball. He didn't even complete his swing. He was so befuddled. DeLoach, take a deceit on the bench. You are struck out. You've been defooled. One away here in the ninth. Nicky Lopez. The pitch. Knuckle curve hit on the ground softly. Mateo charging the throw in time. Jorge Mateo had to do everything right. Sprinting in, getting rid of that baseball. All in one smooth motion. And Lopez is retired, folks. 1 out to go to take this series to 2-0. Back to the top of the order for Tommy Pham. The pitch. Off the plate, low and away. Knuckle curve. Pham 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts against Kimbrell lifetime. Just telling you what they're telling me on the screen. Pitch. Popped up. It's pretty deep. Leaping up at the wall and making the catch. Colton Cowser just robbed Tommy Pham of a home run, and this ball game is over. The Orioles win it in incredible fashion again. A deep fly ball that just kept carrying Cowser. He just kept moving back ever so gently, and then the leap at the wall. And he pumps his fist before he even lands on his feet. High over the wall, robbing the home run. Colton Cowser gets some. The Orioles win. They have guaranteed a split of the series. They've already taken 2 of the losses in St. Louis and erased them. We're back in business. Final score, Baltimore 6, Chicago 4. Woo! Kimbrell gets the save. Despite what should have been a home run. His 11th. Cano with the win. Brebbia with the loss. Holy Toledo. The Orioles, again, went out to a 4-0 lead. You'd think you got 4 runs against the White Sox. You got Corbin Burnes on the mound. You're good to go. But just like last night, finding ways to make things difficult, but in the end, coming out victorious. Man, oh man. If games like this don't give us the mojo that we need come playoff time. I mean, folks, how many different ways can a team just figure out a way to win a ball game. It's just crazy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Cano did sort of rob Burnes of a win there. Got one for himself. Not exactly a deserved W for Cano, but that's just how baseball works. Folks, final score once more. Orioles 6, White Sox 4. Let me update you on tomorrow. The remaining 2 games of this series, afternoon starts. Looks like that next one. Let's take a look. 2:10 p.m. tomorrow Eastern, which means I'll be on the air at 2 o'clock Eastern, right at the top of the hour. For me, it'll be 1 a.m. on my side tonight. I'm going to have to get a nap in there somewhere. 1 a.m. start taking me to 4 a.m. Yeah, that's... Your boy's going to have to find some sleep somewhere. Pitching matchup? Wish I could help you. Undecided for Baltimore as of right now. 2 options with all realistic, 2 realistic options. Let's put it that way. Cade Povich, a young starter in our AAA system that has been putting up some nice stats and is on schedule to pitch tomorrow for Norfolk. He could come up and make a start. If he doesn't do it, then I'm going to expect the Orioles to ask Albert Suarez to start a game just a couple of games after he'd made a relief appearance. Either way, folks, Eric Fetty, I'm just going to assume I've got that pronounced right. This guy is somebody not to take lightly. Look at these numbers. A 4-1 record, a solid ERA, 3.10, a whip, solid as well, 1.09. He does give up the home run ball, but other than that, this is probably the best pitcher of the 4 that we're going to face this weekend. So come on back tomorrow, folks. Once again, 2 o'clock. Be here. Bring a friend. And once again, thanks so much for getting us over 890, folks. We'll be celebrating 900 subs tomorrow along with everything else, and probably about a week away from the big 1,000. Hopefully in time for our homestand. All right, folks, that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys have a good rest of your Friday night. Go out there and get into a little bit of trouble, but remember, we've got an afternoon game tomorrow. Don't get too hungover, all right? Save it for tomorrow. Get plenty of snacks. Go get yourself a bushel of crabs. Let's make it a day. Until then, folks. Oh, by the way, thanks to everybody once again. All the mods, all the Magic members. Lizzie for handing out 5 new Magic members. Some of them don't even know they are Magic members. But Lizzie, that was really generous. And for the super chats, Pocket Watch, Magic member, how you doing, buddy? I think everybody, thank you so much. Come on back tomorrow. We're going to do it again. All right, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Good night, everybody.